I... I really wish I brought people with me. Although it... I don't know how they would have... You wouldn't happen to be a healer, would you?
I am not one myself, but I can help lead you to the healer's building. Come on.
It would be grateful, thank you.
Yeah. What did you get yourself into?
Went back home. That's pretty much what happened.
Say, imagine there's quite a longer story in there.
Former family basically wants me back, and they won't kill me, but oh, they'll do everything else to get me back.
We go to
Yeah.
we start the branding of the Scarlet Bandit.
Gold. Huh.
And we say, hey,
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
Chris, that you? Oh. Much nicer. Okay.
There wouldn't be happen a healer around, would there?
Put my back against the wall and, you know.
Oh, let's check.
Let me have a look. Yeah, you can guys go.
It's like a
over.
construct one that's been going around lately. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, what?
Know what construct is? I can perform basic triage. Can't do anything fancy, but
Let's go to her arm. You can see that there's a hastily stitched wound from a stab wound.
Should bring her into the actual building for trying anything.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Should bring her into the actual building and set you down for attempting anything.
Yeah.
Dahlia, could you warm up some water for me?
You did that with fire, correct?
Okay.
Takes off her mask.
Like, what are some of the things you consume? I do not consume things. I am not quite familiar with that one.
Yes, there's a kettle on there. Get some logs in there, and Annabelle, actually, could you get started on the fire?
On the fire. Where do you want the fire?
In the stove.
In the stove. In the stove.
So we could.
I kind of came in.
I need to disinfect things.
Mid-sentence, I didn't understand. Also, these logs are.
Okay, this stitched up is not the best.
They only taught us how to be good enough to survive, not necessarily to make it pretty.
If you don't wash this is gonna fester.
I know. I didn't really have time to stop and do. I kind of got hunted down.
No, it's understandable. It's understandable. Clunk. Apologies, I'm mostly used to tending sheep.
Wouldn't be the first time that I got
start the fire.
done by Agafet.
Put a log in there, but I don't know if you ever sent and fill something.
There's continual issue.
Alright.
Hi, Reese.
Do you have a thing to start the fire? Okay, we need to start the fire. Oh! Oh, because we need to start a fire, apparently.
Sorry, I
Do you have
somehow
something for that?
ended up at the stairs. Sorry about that. Oh,
As you look on her,
that.
she's got a bit of a stab wound in her shoulder, and she's, as you can see, covered in blood.
I can probably find something.
Annabelle, if you can get some water, get a pot of water and start boiling it.
Here, let me.
We need a clean cloth.
Why is it always my shoulder?
I already put logs in and I already put logs in there. I just don't have a thing.
Easy target.
Yeah,
Ah, that's true.
flint and steel or something.
Hang on.
Most folks will try to go for your body more so than your head.
Here, I just.
Yeah, and
That's fine.
if you move,
I
I...
get it. I understand. I'm gonna go get some water. Actually, I'm gonna need to find a boil.
Plus, they were trying to not kill me, so they wouldn't have been aiming for my center.
That's a little bit too heavy.
Who was not trying to kill you?
Let's just say it's my former family.
Oh, they sound like a fun bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I could probably drag this
Take you in, teach you how to kill.
Just drag this bucket. If you wanna help, you can.
Real fun family.
What has happened to them?
Yeah. Just
It's
if
our
you can fill that
problem.
with water or something, because I
We'll
don't.
fix
I don't
it. We just need a place to stay.
we need to
Store
boil
them
that,
safely
thank
for
you.
now.
Trying to help.
So
if I
how
can.
have things been around here since I've been gone? I've been gone for a while.
Brian asked
You're all
to
moving to
Let's
boil
get
water.
to my bench, Akira.
What do you need
Boil water so I can get a clean cloth. Don't argue about it. Do it.
I mean, yeah. I was
Oh, is there another one?
They should be focusing on healing them instead of rolling up water.
Oh.
That's why I have Annabelle
Person
doing
who's
it.
just been brought in is injured.
You
Kind of.
just directed them to deal
More
with the
people
water
coming in. This
instead
is
of
from. I don't
healing.
know. Okay.
I was
Is
talking.
there
Oh
another
my
healer
goodness.
as well?
Hannah's out there. She's a healer.
Where did these go?
You went to go get water.
Yeah, you confused the poor boy.
Are you all?
All right, this is going to be not the best needlework, but it'll work.
Better than mine, at least. It's hard to do your own.
At the moment, though. Or they
Just
do. I'm
waiting
not
for
looking here. I'm
the
not
word
helping.
from Slaughter.
But, you know.
Then I'm going there. Now we're finding them.
Oh dear.
Alright, you need the
Hello.
bad news is the second one.
Excuse me.
We got two people being injured.
I'll come back later.
You know what? I just feel like I'm a little. I'll finish.
All right.
See if I can maybe
This should
another one
hold.
too.
I just need to clean the area and bandage it.
What?
At least get me
I can't.
when I get back to Redwall.
I can't.
Hi.
All right. Taking a towel, I'm going to start by wiping the blood off of you and get a better look at what I'm up against here.
So as you wipe the blood off, you only see one wound, which is in her shoulder, that he just re-stitched up. You see several bruises, like on her face, but other than that,
One step at a time, Reese.
Wait.
I'm gonna bandage this. It's clean, so should not be worried of affection.
Dahlia?
You need anything for the pain?
nah, I'm good.
It's just me.
Oh boy.
I can't see.
The cure might be beyond me. I can do physical wounds.
Thanks for the help, Brian.
Can do is appreciated.
Hello. Real healer here. Okay.
Just sense.
Oh gosh, is
Tell
Mountain
me
Man
where it
here?
hurts.
Remind me. Yep, I'm
I-
here. Remind me of your class.
Are you going to be punching me in my wound?
I'm going to beat the pain out of you. Do not resist.
Oh,
Is that how your ice magic works?
I was told
Um,
injured.
no. Don't listen to that guy. I'm the healer. Oh shit.
Dahlia, as you
Okay, let's
try
gather up all these ice blocks and where are you hurting? Sorry.
Shoulder.
You feel whatever
Okay.
You'll
Here we
see
go.
that there's like a stab wound there.
reach back out, grab your magic, and siphon it away from you before the spell is complete. And as that happens,
Just tie that on. There you go.
a sort of inky ichor
You're all
begins
better.
to weep from their wounds.
I will say that does help.
Okay. Now, do you want to get knocked out by physical or like magic?
Neither. I don't need to be knocked out.
Beetles.
I don't need knocked out.
As the ink begins to
I'm fine now.
Okay.
from their eyes,
I like your new garb,
moves
by
as
the
if
way,
it has its
partner.
own will.
Thank you.
Sort of
It makes you look
tentacles or
good.
tendrils.
So like,
I needed actual armor.
Feel better.
Something reaching out, waving.
So,
I have a cool sword as well.
it's one of the
Where's your little?
it's one of the many things I got when I went home.
You went home, but where's your little shield? It was so cool.
Grimmy is supposed to be making me a new one. Hopefully, it'll be ready to pick up today.
Oh well, you're looking slick.
Thank you, Eugene.
That's no problem. Anyway, if you need a good healer, just remember.
Excuse me?
Stop by the wine if you want to. You get a drink on me.
Oh, thank you.
Understandable. They refused my...
Do you guys need any help?
Slaughter has lead. I'm going to follow
I'm
up.
not sure. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oh, it sounds like they might actually.
As you wipe this ink away from their wounds,
I'm going to go follow
there's
up
no
on
other
the
word you can
lead.
use to describe it. Some of it gets on your hand, and you feel at first a little bit of concern rise.
There's nothing I can do here.
Well, let me allow me to finish.
I'll let them.
I mean, I guess. I'm fully healed up.
Thank you for your help, Bryant.
Oh.
You can try.
Oh, bro.
You figure out
Sorry
the
if I'm not being
Congratulations.
fully clear on what happened, but
50 health.
I figure it's best if not everyone knows.
feel rejuvenated.
Whatever this is,
And take it from an old man. It's fine.
Feels nice.
I don't need to know
Thank
everything.
you.
it doesn't.
That will last for 24 hours.
I would just say that if there's
Oh,
anyone
that's
that
impressive.
claims
That's
that they
nice.
know me or that
Thank
they're
you.
my family or
Keep that in
something,
mind whenever I get in.
let me know. I don't think they know about this place yet, but it would still,
Heard they're injured.
considering they were able to find that I was going back home or it was guarding the nexus point on my world, it wouldn't surprise me if they found out about this place.
Huh? Wait, who?
My family. Basically, if there's anyone that you've ever ran into that came around asking about me,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would.
Is that a gold coin on me?
Sword was connected to them.
Is that a gold coin? What is that? Wait, what is that?
what the?
There's like a. I saw that. What is that? What is that?
It's on you now.
Wait, what?
It's like a. What is that?
Where is it?
You get like a little thing with a claw. It's like attached to you.
Tries to grab it.
What the heck?
Alright, well,
Oh, it's interference. You had it. What is that? It's moving! Ah! Those little things are moving!
armor.
I.
They'll pull through.
What the hell was that? I saw that move.
Just grabs it and tosses it as far as she can.
It doesn't burn anymore. Seems
What is that?
water has cleared it away enough.
Ah, what the? Is there another one on me? What the?
Hold on.
It doesn't seem to be contagious.
Hey,
What is
where
that?
the heck are you? Where'd it go?
What is that? Oh, it's on you. There it is. What is that?
That's a gold coin, all right.
I mean, it's moving. Look at that. It has little claws and things.
Just a sting on your finger.
Ah,
Ah, oh. You okay? What?
yeah.
It's not good.
Well, fun to see that Aether is still Aether after coming back.
The wound beneath
That was weird.
We never change.
I don't know what else I could do here, so.
Doesn't matter how many festivities I throw. Everyone's dour.
I wouldn't say dour. It's just weird creatures.
But there's moving little coins. Wait, I feel like I've heard this before.
Do you know there's a gold coin on you?
There's another one.
Where?
It's on your back.
Oh!
On his back.
Where's on your back? Hold on. It's on your cape.
On your cape.
Hold on. Try and catch it. I'll try and catch it. Don't move. Hiya! Come here.
She's got it. So if you want to see what,
Take it. That's creepy. It's weird.
Alright, fine.
It's weird when I'm this small.
that thing was on you.
Yeah, you had one on your back.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you new to Aether? Because the answer is usually it just happens.
I mean, it just happens. I feel like it'd be a good idea to at least know what these are. To make sure it's not like a problem.
Well, they're gold coins. The only person I know that has
or are they just little creatures disguised as gold coins?
I mean, the best answer would probably be to ask Midas.
Is he around? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna check people and make sure they don't have any just in case.
Yeah, because we don't know if they're crawling on people. I have to imagine there's some sort of thing to that. Like they're trying to affect people or trying to get more gold. Maybe they replicate or something. I don't know.
What are those guys doing?
I've been looking at people have been getting weird little grabby gold coins on them. I'm checking if you don't have any yet. Okay, I think you're done.
Oh, did you just stomp on one of those?
Yes, if you see those little coins with legs, they're not actually coins.
Me and Brian just ran in the little moth creature, ran into them, and now we're checking people.
All right, I'm checking my my coins. What? You see, the thing about this is I don't carry gold on me. So.
Yes.
Grabs the gold coin. You had one on you as well, sir.
Fuck it!
This is bad.
So now they're up here. Damn it.
I'll put it on the ground. I'll fucking kill it.
Okay. Tosses it on the ground.
If you see these, if you see these things, take them out right away.
Are they? Do you know about these things? What are up with these things?
I have well, we have a little bit of an idea. They apparently they attract larger versions of, themselves.
Basically, they look out for treasure, for more gold, and they will inform larger creatures to go. This is a look for them.
That's actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, luckily I don't have any gold on me, so that helps. But there was still one on me.
We got ambushed by those things.
Maybe they still go after silver? Huh?
What's he talking about? The beast one?
No. They're like gallons of some type.
Oh, nice to know. I'll have to inform Garrick if I go back down to Red Wall.
That's right. That's why you want to take care of these little coin things whenever you see them.
We have a mage who used to have a lot of time to put it all into a small, he put the whole time month and a half into a very small, few years.
I'm gonna look around. What? Oh, see, I
got it
right there.
I got it
right there.
So you have to pay attention to everything and worry about things that are irrelevant.
No, it was on the Pop's head, and then they scared me.
It's an active sting on your hand when you hold the cup.
What do we do?
Okay.
What
Okay,
Okay.
lift the cup
What
up.
do we do?
Destroy them, or they'll affect the rest of your gold. Apparently.
Okay. Oh, the rest of our
What if we all have?
Okay.
We
I'm gonna
don't
lift
have
it up.
any.
Pick it
gold.
up. What's the problem?
Asmodeus.
Lift it up. You
Do
need
a
to punch
countdown.
it. Lift it up. You need to punch it.
Okay,
Three,
yeah.
we're gonna go on. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna say go.
Yeah.
Okay.
3,
So
2,
the-
1, and then
three,
go.
It's not gonna be
two,
there when you
just
pull it up.
Just punch when the cup's up.
1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, ow! I forgot.
I think we got it.
Holy shit, you got
Got
him.
it.
Look at
Good
that.
job, team. This way we're the best.
There's not more.
We don't really.
Are there more?
Maybe there were about like 3 before, if not more.
Don't look on your shoulder. There's one on your shoulder. He's right onto your back.
That's no.
What's that?
Oh my gosh.
I don't see it.
It's nibbling on your.
there is it.
It's nibbling on your cowlick.
Dang, you don't even have an ass.
That's not what the guard told me.
Hey, just between you and Circle, okay? Wait, what?
I thought that Dane cooked
It's a long
grape
story.
cake.
Huh, okay, fair enough.
They call him the baker.
One of our
Oh, there it is. Grab coin.
Had a horrible run-in.
Oh,
We know who the ass man is. So.
Okay, Eugene, do you got another fist in the place?
how many of them are there?
Was it on me seriously?
I got a
Yes.
knife.
Oh,
Here,
my
here.
fists are
I'll just stab it. I'll just
Go on, yeah.
Okay, brings it to the
You
table.
pulled the overkill.
And let's go.
Wow.
Calm down, ass
the
man.
counter.
You're damaging the table.
Shit.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
that's not good.
That's a little bit. Yeah.
Anyone know how to cast mending?
Oh,
You're so
Dane?
fired.
Huh?
Dane, could you cast mending?
So-called minion of the month.
I mean, he's doing his best.
Yeah, could you, like,
okay?
could you do the
What
thing you
expect when
do?
there's the
Could you cast home improvement on
gold
this?
into case gold.
I'm not doing it because you called it that.
It is like Tim
Could you
Allen.
cast your
improvement.
could you cast your sophisticated object
Hello,
repair
Mara.
magic on this?
Hi. We're dealing with the creepy coin things that have claws. Well,
Mark could fix it.
Apparently,
okay,
it
go
crushes
ahead.
your gold.
Can you fix
is
it?
the
Yes,
problem.
you can.
Or something.
Something.
Oh wait, it
fix
does it? Wait, it's like
man.
Wait, what?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh,
You promised me a
Amara,
free drink.
Can you
That's
fix
not great.
it? On me.
Who promised? Who
did
promised the free drink?
That's not good. I should probably go back to my
This is
stall to
coming
make
out
sure
of
it's
my
not
pay.
like in there. Hold on.
Good,
You get
good.
paid? I thought you pay rent.
Yes, but I get paid by other reasons.
He's so popular.
I could use one after
Who? Him?
the whole fun I had.
He's already
And
doing
the
favors
fun
for other
with the
women.
whole coins. I'm not even wanting to think about how that's going down in Redwall right now.
Yeah, I'm sure the Redwall guard will sort it out.
That's a knee slapper right there.
I don't. What?
What's funny about that?
Well,
Basically,
corrupt and
long
useless.
story
The
short,
Redwall Guard is a bunch of fucking bitches. That's what.
yeah,
Oh.
fucking Redwall
Yeah,
guard.
and they're useless.
Except for you, you're cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're part of them.
You're a Redwall Guard.
Yeah, but they
Goes
took me on
into
a
my
ride-along.
pocket.
It was awesome. We arrested people.
Puts the badge on my chest.
Okay.
I don't
Are
take
you
back what I said.
allowed to do that? I thought as a
Undercover.
guard, you weren't allowed.
Oh my god.
I feel like you're threatening us.
Are we? Oh my god.
I'm not
only doing
threatening you
favors for other
guys.
women, he's doing favors for other women of like warring.
Look, we don't want any trouble with the Redwall Guard.
I was
Okay,
the
they
man
might
on
not
the
know how to
inside.
count above like
Yeah,
10.
he
said
but
he was-
they
even
also
have
be
any
scary
authority
with
up here?
swords.
First,
Like, do we need to be afraid of?
Oh,
You guys need to be afraid.
Jen,
I've
I
already
was
lost it.
deep inside.
I have no authority here. I'm in Aether, not in Redwall. So even if I
Did they
wanted to do
enjoy it at
something,
least?
I
Oh.
couldn't. Second,
Yeah, we had
That's
a
a
lot
very
of
good
fun.
point.
It was
Nurgle gave me
Aether.
some really useful advice and
Oh,
really
you
helped
said
me
you were
out.
inside them all day
So
and had
as
a
far
lot of
as
fun.
I'm concerned, like, you know, I'll help you guys out occasionally. As long as it's not
Oh,
too
sick.
How many
bullshitty.
times though?
As long as
Oh,
it's
you're
not
a
like
California
trying
size.
to
One
murder
time
someone
Kelly was
or
there
something
too.
like that,
Do you know who that is?
Oh.
If it's
Why
just,
would we ever,
you know,
why would we ever need help murdering someone?
Thank you for that.
if it's just,
We try and keep that
Remember
in-house.
when you
maybe
guys
a little
murdered
bit of
me?
scamming, maybe a little bit of
Remember when that
things.
happened?
Maybe I'll let you off the hook or something.
What?
Maybe you can, you know, if you
Yeah,
have questions, I might ask,
and touched
answer
a crystal
them.
and I died.
Kind of have to, because in my culture, if someone helps you and helps you kind of guide you, you kind of have to do the same thing in
What, you
return.
mean
So
we have a basement?
I'm kind of honored to have to.
Silence.
Okay. We have a basement? What's in here?
I just cast silence. I'm so cool.
Secret basement stuff.
Your magic's improving.
I think they're just not talking.
Thank you.
I mean, it's kind of like an employees thing.
One day you'll
You
be able
know?
to chain lightning.
I actually
Employees
succeeded
only
once.
kinda...
Yeah, I was there. Totally zapped someone.
You see tears swelling up in his eyes.
Oh, is that
Somebody let
normal?
the frog out. It's crying.
Amphibians?
Get the bottle. Get the bottle. It was clearly a reptile.
Oh yeah, here.
Thank you for the
We
drink.
harvest some of those.
It's an amphibian. It's a frog.
I'm going to check to see if those things are somewhere else.
No,
Excuse me, mimic fellow.
Do you not support transfigured right?
Oh yeah, you want stuff?
I didn't say I don't, but
Well,
they're
no,
clearly-
it's your friends they were talking about. They made a coin skittering about. No, they're like
Sorry, I just want to check. Stand still for a second.
Why do you need me to stand still?
There's some gold sentient spider gold coins that are running about. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't one on you.
Well, I sure hope not. My coffers are full of gold. I hope they're not full of spiders instead.
They curse your gold, so if you see one, try to get rid of it as soon as possible. It curses your gold.
There's moving of its own will.
Good to know.
Wait, did anybody figure out any affinities on this thing, if there's any?
Disorder. Running across them.
Disorder?
Huh.
So did you guys figure out what was going on with this gold spiders, the gold coin spiders?
But apparently it's not
someone
just you.
tried to-
Apparently I found it as well yesterday or something.
Someone tried casting Identify. The artificer over there.
Oh.
It shattered as soon as he tried it.
Oh. Oh.
Well, they keep showing up in the winery, so I'm sure Osmondeus would be thrilled to know that his gold is trying to get cursed or whatever.
All Asmodeus is gold.
Is it really? Wait.
Maybe.
You don't
I
want
feel
to
it could also
know,
potentially
but it would be quite funny if
could
it
also
was, to be
potentially be that
honest.
the bugs are attracted to his fortune, to all the gold he has.
Are they
Maybe that's
made
what's
out
happening.
of gold too? Or they just look like?
I think so. It looks like it.
It looked
I don't
gold,
know.
but it could be false gold, possibly.
Maybe.
Oh, it could be pyrite.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna
might want to look into that.
investigate a little bit more.
well, the only real way to find out, since you can't do any spell magic stuff on it, I think you'd have to melt it to find out.
Well,
Or attempt to melt it.
if you can hold on to it long enough.
Good point. Lock it in a cauldron, maybe? Put it in a cauldron, seal the top. Wait until it gets hot enough that it would have to
Lying
melt.
around from them. I could gather them up and just see about melting them down, seeing what that would do.
Talk about the spider coins.
Yep.
That's the topic.
Somebody suggested that it's probably a part of something else seeking treasure.
Yeah, that's.
I assume it's just.
So
I
does
can't
my
see what he
magical
said.
lock insure me against these spider coins?
I mean, it prevents anybody from opening the door.
Hopefully, they can't dig their way in.
Yeah, I mean, considering it shattered when I identified it, they seem pretty fragile.
I mean, they shattered when Nathan here slapped one.
Yeah.
Then again, I
feel like if they
That's
It's
another.
true.
Gold is soft, but these things tend to shatter. Gold tends to warp and such because it's a soft metal.
Bends more than it shatters.
Once you add magic, anything can happen to its properties.
That's
I mean,
true.
It's crawling around with legs.
Always have training next
This is
This is meant to be right now.
me. What's up, Eugene?
Sorry to pull you away
By
from
the
your
way,
conversation.
I finished identifying
But,
the material.
no one's gonna train with me. Can you come train with me, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't
Awesome.
train super hard, but because of my shoulder. But yeah.
That's fine. You don't need a shoulder to do sit-ups or squats.
Well, I mean, you don't need it for squats, but you certainly do need it for pull-ups.
And what about crunches?
I think they make those here, right?
Huh. So you're. Sounds like you're more talking about kind of working. Oh, hello. Sorry.
Guess they didn't want to come training.
I might have to skip town for a bit. Can't make money like this.
Money.
Not anymore. Not
I
with
know.
the gold spiders running around.
We'll just kill them. Simple.
Oh, I will. If I see one.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
thank you.
depends.
You mean?
There's a rumor going around that it's Osmodeus' gold that's turning into spiders.
No, he would never do something like that.
Well, he wouldn't, but if his gold was cursed... But it's
He
a
would never
rumor.
have cursed gold. He's too smart.
I would imagine that he has it locked up somewhere to prevent that kind of thing from happening.
Welcome to my humble training field.
Isn't this just the
Much more-
Aether training ground for everybody in Aether?
Yeah, but I'm the only one who uses it.
The guard doesn't use it? The Aether guard?
No, they just do like patrols and get beat up and stuff.
And ticket people that run around.
Yes. Anyway, we gotta start with our stretches.
Okay. Right, my soldier. Forgot. Ow.
Anyway, so what's your home like? Like you said you went back there.
Very limited magic. It's not like here, like if you wanted to do any of your ice magic, imagine if you had to do like 30 minutes of scroll work to make a scroll that allows you to do your ice magic. And that scroll is one-time use. Once you use it, it kind of burns up and kind of disappears.
That's crazy. I read a book like that once.
I haven't really told anyone
why
else
did you go
about
back?
this.
Did you like have some unfinished business and you had to like go and destroy them or something?
Not them. I don't think I could ever single-handedly destroy them. But...
Who's them? There's so many gaps in your backstory.
You know...
So, redacted.
For some reason, I feel like I could trust and tell you about all of this. I've already told my fellow Redwall Guard, and they didn't seem to care much.
What?
I went back to try to... When I came here, I found out a lot of information. I came here looking for clues on my parents' killers.
How did they die?
They were killed by a murderer. Basically, I was young. I was like 7. And some assassin murderer got into my parents' room and killed them. I heard their screams and I ran in and they were dead. He was
saw
just
their face.
I didn't see their face. The room was pitch black.
Ah.
All I saw was this glowing dagger.
Like this exact one?
This was the very same dagger that took my parents' lives. I
Oh.
just saw a
How
very
did you get
faint.
it?
To this day, I don't know if he did it purposely because he wanted to frame me and he knew that was going to be what happened, or if he got shocked and he was surprised by me coming in. But either way, he dropped it and he jumped out the window. Our world doesn't have anything like free flight.
Well, I read
Magic.
a lot of detective novels in my time. Sorry for cutting off your story, but were you a particularly rich family, by any chance?
We were okay. They were diplomats. Basically, we were a small village, but we did a good amount of business. We were very highly economical in regards to how much business we made. So we had diplomats that helped with business deals and laws and stuff.
Okay, so you had a lot of ties, a lot of people knew personalities and whatnot, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So then I don't think that they would be trying to frame you, because why would they drop an ornate dagger to a child of people who they knew that wouldn't freak out like that? Sort of thing.
Well...
So they must have been shocked. They must have not had very good intel, which means they were hired by someone else. Potentially.
You have a good point. The only problem is I did end up getting framed for it. Because we don't have... Because they didn't believe me when I told them that the murderer jumped out the window and landed on the ground safely, because our world doesn't have any magic that's capable of that. They thought I did it. That was their only explanation as to why there was a dagger in the room and why I was in there and my parents were dead.
Oh, well, first off, I'm sorry to hear about your parents.
Thank you.
Second off, maybe it was like a net instead of like magic. Unless it was magic.
I was young, but I did not see anything. It's just, he seemed to like float on the ground.
Interesting.
And then...
Welcome to training time.
What's going on?
Hello.
What's going on over here?
Stretch out.
I am telling him my story, and I'm also helping him train.
Over there.
There's tons of guys everywhere, actually.
Anyway.
Not uncommon
Stretch
for
out. It's
Aether.
time for training. You're in the training field at training time. Who is this? Hey, stretch out.
Okay,
It's
cool.
time.
I guess I'm doing this now.
Yep, it's training time. Get over here.
Neat.
Time for training. Okay, make sure you get your mobile stretches in. Okay, you can't just like do static stretches or you'll pull a muscle.
They're stretching. Is that a bad thing?
I don't know if these are how my muscles even work, but sure.
Could be.
I don't.
Well, I mean...
have muscles left.
Okay, then.
I'm not
perfect,
going to
then we're all
pretend
ready.
to know
Okay,
how your
push up.
body works. It just works.
Push-ups,
So, I
everyone.
mean, it wouldn't hurt to do
Enough
stretches,
muscles.
just in case you do have muscles.
No talking. Stop talking in training time. It's time for 50 push-ups.
Are you?
I...
You have to do 25
Oh,
one-handed
aren't you
ones
the
because
one
you've only got
from the
one arm.
winery?
Yes. Okay, it's time for push-ups. Everybody count
hold on.
together. Come on.
What's going on back
No,
here?
is it just me? Stop getting distracted. Fine, I'll have to
Sorry,
do
there was
yours
like a
as well.
frog over there. It looked cool.
Yeah, if...
100 push-ups then if you're not doing them. You gonna count them with me? Come on, why is nobody doing this? You can't get away.
No, I am doing it. You just
Alright.
can't see it. It's an illusion.
Awesome. Okay.
And I am so stealthy.
I'll race ya.
I am doing them, but you can't see it. Because I'm practicing my stealth skills
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna show you a little skill I learned when I was in training.
Do people normally do push-ups before?
Okay. And go. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10,
11,
12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Come on,
19,
quicker.
20,
You there.
21, 22, 23,
More.
24,
You just keep- you just
25.
don't know.
Ah!
keep using all these
There we
words.
go.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm a bit slower because I
Oh, you should
stopped
look
to
at that
ridicule
guy.
the
He's doing it on his
chest.
finger.
He's a loser.
With one finger.
Yeah.
They're using a full armor too.
50. Let's go. Okay, everybody ready? Everybody limber up. We're all good? Because that's enough of the break. Now it's time for squats.
I know what number means, but that means in the context of this.
What do you mean, oh no? More like, oh yes. Come on, let's keep going. Tell me more about your backstory whilst we do these squats.
You know what? Fine. It's perfectly fine. It's not like it's much of a secret anymore. So, after my parents were killed, I was sprung out of the jail, and I was hired by an assassination group that killed villains.
I think you're sharing tragic backstories.
Oh yeah?
So, basically, I was an assassin that... I guess you could call me a vigilante assassin. We killed bad people. Basically, if Asmodeus was, in my world, they probably would have targeted him. No offense.
Well, they wouldn't have, because we would have just killed you. Especially the ass man. He's a powerful warrior.
With Asmodeus, since he's a vampire, they would have probably sent one of the assassins that specialize in vampires.
Nope.
Not me.
Nope. 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 They would have destroyed you. It wouldn't have even been close.
Well, I wouldn't have been sent anyway.
Yeah.
Why not just use mind control magic, you know?
And honestly...
Just make someone, like...
I don't think I would have actually even, after researching Asmodeus, I don't think I would even try to assassinate him. He doesn't seem that bad.
Doesn't seem that bad.
He's
the
very
worst.
greedy.
And that makes him the best.
Didn't your
Don't
minion
insult
of the
your
month say
Asmodeus
that
like
he's
that.
like the best and he's the greatest person of all time?
I am minion of the month. He has been promoted to the ass man.
I'm sorry, ass
Wait,
man?
what? Wait, hold on.
Is he trying to sleep his way to the top?
Look. My friend here, Training Dummy, says that you can't insult the ass man.
I'm not insulting you, I just want to know what that means.
Yeah, like, I'm not insulting, like, what is an ass man? What does an ass man
No,
do?
Look, if you want to go, I'll take you all right now. Don't you insult my friends like this.
I'm not insulting!
Huh?
I'm just asking, what does an ass man does? I'm asking what an ass man does.
Manager.
Oh, you mean assistant manager. That makes more sense now.
That's a really cool name for that. I'm gonna use that in the future.
Don't insult anyone, or I'll have to beat you up.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm
Assistant manager.
preferably
Ass man.
No,
legally.
I'm not
in
making
combat.
fun of him. He seems neat. He's kind of cute.
You think he's cute?
Someone's cute. He's saying someone's cute.
Like,
Yes, man.
I didn't say
think he's,
anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's currently courting someone already.
I think they're talking about you.
But I can tell you what time that
Hold on,
he
I gotta
likes
bring my box
to
in
do
here real
stuff.
quick.
I think they're talking about you. They were talking about the
cute.
ass man, and then they said,
Hey, look.
I don't know. They said they were talking about the ass man, and they
Hey,
said,
look, do you like the ass man?
kinda cute.
I can help you out.
I don't think anyone's cute. Like, I'm just, I'm not a...
Even the way he has that cool red mask and that six-pack that you can grind meat on.
Why does he never wear that
Does
thing?
he really have a six-pack? No, I mean, I am not... that doesn't interest me at all. Like, not at all.
His abs are so chiseled they rival my own.
mission has proved very successful.
Look, like, I was trained not to get involved with people like that.
Smoke.
Like, you know,
But you're not
being
an
a former
assassin
assassin.
anymore, you know?
But
Like,
you know,
you can have like a better life now. You know? Like having a tragic backstory is cool, but you gotta think about the future, you know? Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing I was at the boot camp. Talking about their future. What? Oh, with
Isn't a
What was
happiness
that?
potion just alcohol?
I just saw
You're
like a
allowed to
flash
be
of
happy,
orange
you
for
know
a
that,
moment.
right?
It's kind of similar, a little bit.
Oh, it was
I haven't
probably the
seen
training
ballpark.
dummy.
Yeah, I must have seen something.
Actually, alcohol
But
is more
I don't
like
know, like,
It must have been the
50-50 chance
wind.
of happiness and sadness.
I can't lie. There,
Well, this one's 100%.
I will say a lot
from
of
what
your
I've heard.
crew is pretty cute. You know, like, I can't help but admit that. But
Well,
I
you
don't
can't
want to
say
get
that about
romantically
Dane because
involved
he's
with
taken.
anybody. Like, thinking about the future, like, they just sent a whole group after me to try to recoup their investment since they spent so much gold on me. I can't risk, you know, them thinking that I'm involved with someone and maybe using that against me. I don't think they know about this world, but I don't want to
guess.
take any chances considering they were... I think I had a leak, and someone... That's why I came back injured. They somehow knew I was back
It's
home.
probably one of the Redwall Guard. They seem like they would tell on you. 'Cause you said they didn't care, right? I'm
They
just
care,
like a guy,
but...
random guy, and like we care. Or
They
whatever.
care about
Isn't
me,
that
but
right?
they don't care about, you know, my past, which... You're right, they probably did. They probably were the ones that did leak. But that would imply that they found this world first, and if that's the case, that's a little worrying.
So we should kill the Redwall Guard.
No. If anything, the Red
Oh.
Wall Guard is probably my protection at this point. Also, the fact that this
Yeah,
place
like-
has a nexus and they can't just kill people to try to get to... Well, that's a good point. They can't just, like, kill someone or try to kill someone to get me to come back because of the nexus. I'm kind of safe here. They can't... Huh.
Yeah, you know. And at the end of the day, what are we if not just a manifestation of all of our memories put together? So you can remember the past, but you gotta look forwards. It's behind you now. Come on. You should ask Jin out. Yes, man.
I'm not asking. Just because I find him cute doesn't mean I want to ask him out. Not that
Why,
I
it's
find
just a
him
bit of
cute.
fun.
Not that I find him a little...
Well, what about
like...
Percy? He's the guy.
I mean, he's kind of cute.
He is the guy. And you can be like, I can fix him, and he might like the Redwall Guard.
And that, like... She's weird, but the one with the orange hair is kind of cute, too. But, again, like, no. Like, again, like,
Wait.
I'm not looking into things...
One with the orange hair?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Pilaria?
I didn't say names. You came up with that on your own. I'm really glad that I trained with you today. You did a really great job. You should really train on that chain lightning to make sure that you get that spell. Get it down pat so you can do it 100%.
This is our break.
Yeah, but I need to get back and I need to let the Red Wall Guard to know what happened to me. And also the fact that you just made a very good point that I think they did leak information. And that was entirely on them.
They seem like jerks.
I don't think they did it intentionally to harm me, but they definitely... Yeah. I swear, if you tell Jin anything, I will find out. Don't say anything to him. I never said anything!
That you find out. Okay.
He found...
Thank you.
Don't... No. Nothing. Don't say anything. Huh. Doctor?
Hello.
My poor internet.
Marshes.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. If you repair it for me, I'll go right now, and I'll go find you something.
Let's see.
If you could also
Knock, knock, knock.
Come on in.
Doors open. Doors open.
Oh, hi, Amber.
Oh, Tris. It's good to see you.
Letty.
You can see like a bandaged, with some ice packed underneath it under her shoulder. I can't remember if you can do healing or not. I heard your voice, and I thought...
Work on that.
Healer's Guild. This is the new Healer's Guild location, so you're in the right place. Do you want to take a seat, and I'll be right with you?
Sure.
Do them.
Apparently, things have changed quite a bit since it was last
Your
year.
shield here. I couldn't do too much to it, but it's more stuck together. It's a little flimsy, so don't hit anything too hard until you get to the blacksmith. But it should do you for one job.
Well, to a Lizette. Get better well, and get well soon.
Thank you.
I hate English.
So what happened to you? And I like the new armor, by the way. Very nice.
Yeah, part of why I have a nice little...
Sorry. Do you have a book, like, that I can use for the thing with, like... Like an ingredient book?
I mean, I have my own personal images. This is kind of what you're looking for.
That makes... Okay, that makes sense. Right.
It just looks like a drawing of a really badly drawn flower.
Oh, wonderful! Every flower ever. Okay.
Sorry, as you were saying.
Went home, checked on more information on the whole parent killer situation, and to get some of the armor and my old equipment. And, well, they found out that I went home.
And that's how you got that?
Yes. Shoulder wound because they can't kill me. That would be a waste on their investment. And I am family, so and they don't kill me. Well, they'll do that to get me back.
I see. Well, I'll do what I can to see what we can do, so let me just take this off.
You haven't seen anyone around asking about me, have you?
Everyone's been missing you.
Well, I met anyone new that just kind of showed up and was claiming either they were family or friends. Anyone like that?
No. If they did, you probably should ask the guard.
Are you not with the guard anymore?
After an incident with Kai, now.
Let's
have a look.
What
I
did
can tell you
Kai...
after I healed you.
It's
Right.
not healed, but it's stitched up. Bryant stitched it up.
I see. And there's a bandage around it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. How long ago did you get this done?
Probably like an hour ago.
Okay.
Bryant did a better stitch job than what I did in the field.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the bandage, make sure it's fully disinfected, give you a health potion for a starter. In fact, I might even just apply the health potion directly to that. And then just rebandage you, because the stitching's actually not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he says he stitches up his sheep all the time, so...
You know what? That makes sense. Hopefully that wasn't a comment because of your lovely blonde hair. I know it's disgusting.
It
but just
stings
bear
a
with it.
tiny bit, but not too bad.
We have a few more of these ones left. And glad I have this thing in here. Ah, cloth. Right, wrap your arm up in a cloth with healing potion drenched in it. And do you want this bandage to look stylish or the standard?
Yeah, standard's fine.
Fair enough. Standard cotton it is.
So, how did the whole Fae visit occur?
The Fae visit?
Yeah,
Oh,
wasn't
there was
that
a
supposed
Fae
to be
that
a
was
couple?
visiting, wasn't there?
Wasn't there
I
supposed to be an Arc Fae that was supposed to come through a couple of days ago?
I believe I saw someone from the window here, yeah. Seems rather pompous, and I think they want a festival here. And they put the guard in charge of it.
Yeah, that sounds about
So
right.
it's probably good timing that you got back. That should do for now. You should get numb in a little while, so it should be good.
Thank you. Probably
Well, it's
didn't
good to have you
help
back,
that
though.
Eugene insisted on me training, even though I told him my shoulder was screwed up.
Tell him your doctor said take it easy. Oh, and the next chance you get, Steele's been very worried about you.
Yeah, that's going to be my next stop. Eugene wanted to do more training, but I knew Steele was, and everyone else was probably worried, so... Especially with some of my messages back, so...
Well, they should all be in the barracks, so...
Thank you, Amber.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lynn.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I went home for a bit. You'll see that there's a bandage across her shoulder that's just drenched in potion.
I see.
Do you know where
Oh, having fun.
Steele and or Kai is? I need to talk to both of them.
Steele, haven't seen him. Kai, he's around here somewhere. Should be. But I know he's here. He's somewhere. Oh, I think he's over there. Oh, my.
I'm an
I don't,
illusionist.
at this point, I just want them off me.
Okay then.
So, oh goodness, with a 19, delusion spell looms over you, and from that, you will be like the same person, but your scent, just a little bit things of you are different, enough for something simple to drive off of you. How about that? Shouldn't it make you feel
Maybe,
different,
well,
but should it get those coin things off of you?
Well, we'll see, because they'll start scattering off me if they do. At this point,
maybe
good luck.
Maybe recommend everyone take these steps back in case they start,
And the feeling of yeah, and the feeling of ants on my skin type
feeling that's constant now, and I hate it.
Good luck.
What if you just jumped in the water?
I did what I could.
Make steps.
Saving the day once again. You're welcome.
You could always have this.
Hello, Kai.
Yes, way to go.
You're asking of me?
I'm riddled in them.
No, I was just commenting.
Oh,
she's apparently very hungry.
Stab.
Good to see you too.
They're also not gold, so they're fake.
Ants in his pants.
I'm not allowed to look at you.
I see you're actually wearing the tiara now.
Oh, yeah,
I have been for a while.
I grabbed my quiver earlier and I emptied my quiver.
You'll see that she's got a bandage over her shoulder drenched in
16
potion.
of them at the time, or something like that. It was a lot of them.
I see you,
Okay, cool.
been through some stuff. Welcome back, first off.
So before I talk about what...
From what I know,
yes. Some things.
Because they're constructs, and I saw a mana circuit.
Have you noticed anyone coming around that's strange and was asking about me?
Sit down, come on.
Yes.
At the moment, it's tough for you to.
They asked where you were, and I gave them my grocery list.
But it's magic's all around you. You're in Redwall.
Thank you for not
people
getting...
around
So you
you
didn't
are
give them any important information like that I went home or anything.
With a 9, you can't discern
I said you
the
weren't
location
here.
of magical
That's all.
coins.
That might have been enough, but I don't blame you for that. If that's very
Find one
vague,
and eat
I
it.
can't blame you.
Yep.
How do
For...
I find one?
I also forgot what was on that grocery list, so I hope that I bought it.
Sure, have fun.
You can't just do.
But yeah, basically, if they were here, that means that they know about different worlds, and that's fun. Anyway, they found out.
It's fine. We'll deal with them when they come.
They found out about me. They tried to bring me back. Didn't necessarily happen. So Brian initially did some stitching. I kind of had to rush out of it and kind of ended up in Aether. Came back. Amber healed me up, and she says she's not with the guard anymore. What happened?
There was a bit of a... We had a disagreement about someone's behaviors, and she temporarily is on break.
Hi,
Yes,
I'm so
what
sorry
is it?
to interrupt you guys, but I think something is in the swamps. I think someone's in the swamps.
There's a mission
He took
going
out-
on in the swamps.
You can't change your mind, Astria.
There was somebody. There was somebody in the swamp that was very suspicious. There was somebody that, and it detected our
Well,
magic
the swamps
somehow.
are currently going to, the swamps are already being investigated by John and them, so I'd just leave it to them. It's a module. It's fine.
Otis just came.
Just witnessed.
Otis just went in there by himself.
Otis was looking for you
Yes.
because I told him
Yes.
that you were in there.
He was.
Oh no.
Otis is in the swamps right now.
You want lemons?
I was paying respects to the. I was trying to pay respects to the graveyard, and I was with some people.
Next time, just inform me, because I know, but sometimes things happen in the swamps that we have to leave to, like, the mercenaries go out there for missions and other things, and sometimes I'm one of the only people that knows about these things, so it'd be best if I'm contacted before going into the swamps.
Yes,
I say which
yes.
lemon's better.
But I told Jack and.
Otis is
but I
still
told
in
Jack
there.
and told.
I'll go there
Is that good
myself.
lemons?
I'll get him and I'll come back.
Okay.
You've
All
gotten
right.
No one
so
else
much
go into the
bigger.
swamps.
Delicious.
Okay.
Perhaps you should make
Hmm?
a.
Was that good enough? Was
You
that-
are
Oh,
so
yeah.
tall now.
Good.
She grew.
Yeah, I am. But I'm
All right,
gonna go- I'm
everyone.
gonna go with the dots.
Little
Go
note:
with the dots
John
to
and
see
his
if-
friends are going on a mission in the swamps. So stay clear of that for now. Let them do what they need to do.
happening.
I'm just.
No need to worry. This is sending stone within my ears and such, and report back that I believe one of the smaller warriors, John, is inside of the swamps doing something with several folks.
Finding, getting rid of them, and
I want to see.
No, I just saw.
Wayne, hi.
If she's okay.
What the hell happened?
Apparently, they found out that I went back home. Apparently, one of the people.
Quick, easy way to get rid of
Apparently, they found this place, asked people around.
What if you just
Kai told them I wasn't here, which was enough for them to know that I went home.
get rid of them as they come? Wouldn't that work? You can like lure them in.
There might have been someone that
The fat onion guy.
fat onion guy.
Does cursed gold count?
Okay, so.
Fat. Come on. What do you mean, fat onion guy? What do you mean?
Curse the gold?
Do you really want to lure them to a giant pile of gold?
Alright,
That
I
is
mean, if you want to
used.
get rid of them.
Some random guy came over here
They're just in the pile now.
asking a bunch of questions. Me being oblivious actually answered one or two of his questions.
Oh.
You give them exactly what they want.
If you look at Trish, she's got a bandage covered in healing potion in her shoulder from a stab wound.
Wait, you have like.
And that probably was my damn fault.
They
Now I feel bad.
Just make sure.
They have been hunting for me. They want me back. They invested so much gold in me. The people who trained me from a child to be an assassin want me back because they... Two reasons. One, they spend a whole ton of money on me. And two, they see me as family.
You idiot.
And three, I would not be surprised if they found out how much magic here that they are like, oh, this is a bad place for her. We need to, rescue her from this place.
See what I
They are part of the reason why magic is restricted in my world.
I remember something. One of them, someone tried to do identify on one of them, and then they.
How did that? And they did a lot of shitty things to the Fae.
Hello again.
I have something for you.
But they're not supposed to be.
Wait, are you guys?
To make sure they don't interfere with their control of the magic.
Huh.
Where's Steel?
You wouldn't happen to have...
Do you know where he is?
Today.
Still is not here, unfortunately. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
Kind of just dropped me off. Had stuff to do.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, I
If
also
you
forgot
need
to
anything else, let me know.
Hi.
How you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
You'll see that she's got a bandage over her shoulder that's drenched in potion from Amber healing it from a stab wound. I have been better.
They're golden fireflies.
I didn't ask that, but I did come over here to ask you.
Thank you. I'll make sure the next
I
time.
overheard what happened, and
And
I
I
heard what you were
forgot to tell you my
saying.
name. My name is Amberly.
Are you?
Nice to
You
meet
changed your look
No,
again.
A pleasure, Letty.
I just changed my hairstyle and got some new clothes.
Well, looks nice. But yes.
Thanks.
Short answer is, if anyone comes around asking about me or info about me, don't trust them.
don't trust
I'm
them.
gonna have to get more information from my
And
mother.
I would actually start being careful about.
You out and not allowed to do anything that's going to.
Oh my god.
We're not going to let anyone hurt you.
Those coin, yes.
Part of the guard, you're part of the family.
Well, they won't kill me, but they will hurt me if it means.
I'll be right back.
But they can't hurt me with the Nexus in place. But
Find a way to like get rid of them.
they will try to kidnap me and try to bring me back home. So.
Do you need assistance dealing with this issue?
Once ago, we won't let you go.
I think it'll be some time before they try to make any action on this place.
I mean, she's around. I mean, she was
Well, let me know.
She was right there.
You know how good I am with a sword and magic.
Where did she go? Where did she
I appreciate that. It means a lot that there's that all of you are willing to help.
We need something that is very valuable now.
If you need something a little under the table, and I know you're a member of the guard, just let me know though. I can make Black Lotus potion poison if you need it.
I can make it myself, but I appreciate the ingredients. Not that I can really use it, but it's more.
Push them away from them by getting
So,
signature or whatever.
the quote-unquote family that I'm a part of, they are a very secretive organization made up of assassins, diplomats, and spies. They make things happen behind the scenes. Basically, if they can just put a whisper in someone's ear to put an action in place, they will do it. They will take the least minimum action viable.
If you were wanting to track that.
I see.
But if, you know, they're not going to still, kill a kid for stealing a loaf because he's starving, but if, if you're making yellow potions, for example, and you're selling them and causing a lot of problems selling that kind of substance to people, they're probably going, and, they don't deem you as being someone that can be redeemed, they're just going to take you out.
I'm going to be doing a trial very soon, so...
Understood. Whereabouts are you from again, so I don't end up accidentally on the streets there?
I don't think they would. You would seem like the type of person that they would try to either recruit or try to redeem. And try to put you, quote-unquote, on the right path as far as, an assassin that's not working for them. But they often sometimes try to recruit people like that as well, so... They usually try to do with me where they got me as a kid and just trained me from a kid up. But they'll hire adults if they think they're skilled enough, so... But they could... One thing that they can absolutely do is they can absolutely try to buddy up with people that are either associated with me or with the guard and try to use that as a way of getting either information on me or... God, they could even try to join the guard and try to be able to get a situation and get closer to me. I'm just gonna have... Now that I know that they know about this place... But they know that I know that I know. That's one of the funny things, is they plan around your plans to plan around their plans and then plan around that. So sometimes it's like playing on 5 different chessboards.
Chess. Well, here's something that they won't know. If you need a place to lay low, let me know.
I'll definitely let you
I'm
know.
starting a thing.
You were a part of that conversation.
Good to know.
You were
What kind of thing?
conversation, Astro.
And someone...
Take one and gently into it.
Kind of an adventures association sort of thing.
I see. Well, definitely let me know. I'd be interested.
Well, as soon as I get it all set up, it'll definitely come to your attention.
I'd appreciate that, honestly.
Form to stand on.
And I
need to
appreciate
trust
the
if we'll
help.
get in.
Yeah, sure. Let me just.
And you're certainly trustworthy.
So many say that, even though I've been here... I can't even remember, but it hasn't been that long since I've been here.
Well, let me put it this way. Do you trust me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
There's your answer, that's why.
Yeah, it's a little heavy, I think. Come on.
I trust most of you.
Come on.
There's only one person that
I'm just saying, if you need something.
I trust, but I am careful around, I guess.
Well, like I said, if you need something more protection that's not, so we say, guard legal.
Hold on, I know. Let me see here. You see cuts take out.
I did. I have learned a little bit of magic, at least, while I was back home. I practiced the magic Sulfur taught me.
Use this real quick.
Well, that's interesting. If you ever want to practice or learn some more, I'm more than willing to help with that.
Break off a little bit of obsidian.
Not sure how much I can practice, because it involves needing a dead person. She taught me this spell called Speak with Undead, she called it.
Some wood is on the ground.
Or Speak with Dead.
Alright, be careful with this stuff.
I'm familiar with the spell. That's not an easy one. You can cast that?
Yep. I used that to get some more information and to put their souls at ease, because with the limited magic in our world, it's not like we have death clerics or death mages that can help them pass on, so...
It's good that you're learning those skills. I can find some books for you if you wish.
I'm still not sure how... I'd like to get...
It's not really that well made. You probably can find some...
It's just idle dreaming.
But it's something.
I don't think I could get on the level of Moy.
Be very careful with it. It's like...
First thing about learning magic, never compare yourself to someone else. I'm never going to be as strong as Sulfur, but that's not going to stop me from learning.
That's fair.
Though what I do top our Sulfur in is being absolutely adorable.
Yes, you are very cute.
You're going to find something that you're good at.
What about the rock, though? Isn't that heavy, too?
Well, no, so the obsidian is more of like a light glass. It's sharp, brittle.
Don't stress too hard. Like you said earlier, the Nexus will protect you while you're here.
True.
This little one doesn't speak.
It's more... I don't know.
If you know Draconic, you can communicate with it. But they're friendly.
I'm just glad to be back, honestly. I'm just kind of...
Excuse me, would you like some apple pie?
And that I seem to have come back when everything seems to be...
Oh god, they're gonna do it again.
Fairly calm.
I have some respect. I have some...
I think everything that was going to happen happened recently. Hi, Tooth.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Would you like some apple pie?
You can stick with me for a bit.
Hello.
I'm just gonna be walking around town a little bit.
It's really good.
Tooth.
Can
you tell me more about you?
Yeah, he's a young one.
Wait, what?
I see.
Have you
So I just floated here.
Around the town at all?
Okay, Damien.
I believe he's been adopted by the guard, yes?
As far as the path.
Tooth guard.
Here you
No,
go.
let's go.
Oh, you are a member of the guard. Okay. Well, good luck to you.
We'll try to walk slow.
I'm going to take a look around the town. See if I can't... Even if I can't run into Steel, there probably are other people that I should probably let know I'm okay.
Yeah, if I see Steel before you do, I'll let him know.
I appreciate that, thank you.
But now I can...
Hold on. Fundamentally, I have hair in my face. I got hair in my face. Hey!
Finally, I can look at the
Hey!
great ceiling.
Would you like some apple pie?
Actually, you know what? That actually sounds really nice. Thank you, Tina.
There's some apple pie on the table right here. There's some apple pie on the table here, and it even has whipped cream on it. Cool Whip.
I'm glad you're back,
It has some
Trees.
Cool Whip.
It's been a while.
It's good to see you too, Otis. You'll see that there's a bandage on her shoulder that's soaked in potion.
Are you okay?
I will be.
That's good.
Sus, Tina?
That's good. Yeah.
Before you go letting other people know, if you run into anyone that asks about me, that says that they're friends, family, that they are trying to find me for any reason or get any info, don't trust them and please let me know. I don't think they'll pull the same trick again, but
right now,
you might want to be careful of that.
Right now, we met somebody in the swamps. I was kind of suspicious. Hey, bro, we got some apple pie. You did say you want some.
You
on the
already gave me some,
table.
I thought. Did you not?
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, I did. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my god,
Brain
you-
fart.
it's fine.
This is so good. Silly.
Okay.
You already gave him some.
Oh shush. She wipes some apple pie off him. Ow. No, just eat your apple pie.
But I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm
You
eating
didn't
a
see
slice.
anything. Eat your apple. I'm gonna go to the training ground for a little bit.
How have
You know,
things
I was
been
just gonna
since-
use your hammer. You big bear.
Just as asking how things.
well, Trees.
All right. Thanks, Otis.
It's a metaphor. It's a joke. It's a big joke.
And everything's gonna be great. Great. Just fine.
Yes. Alright. I think I should train more on Otis. I think I should start training again. I think I should start getting into a sparring again.
Spar. Oh, sparring, yeah.
Yeah, sparring. Do you want to spar? Later? Do you want to spar later?
Sounds like a good idea.
Hey. Do you have my...
Hi, hello.
Nice to see you again. You'll see that she has a bandage over her shoulder. You wouldn't happen to have the shield done?
Yeah, that shield's been done for like a week, right?
Well, I've been gone getting this new gear. I kind of took a trip home.
Alright, okay. That's good. Let's go check it out. So, did you have a good trip?
Well, I mean, family tried to take me back, so
Well, that's good to be wanted.
that's where my shoulder comes from. But you know, good trip other than that.
Right, that's a weird family then.
Well, I'm kind of using family in quotation marks.
You are now the host of all of
Oh,
them
I see.
in
Hi,
Westworld,
hello.
please.
Charmed. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, it's a perk, but also, why?
Right, just bring back any souvenirs.
Just my gear.
Okay.
This armor.
So that's for you, yeah. And a bum shoulder.
Yep.
Oh well. I'm showing our new.
Oh, that's good. I mean, not the big cut on the shoulder or whatever you had. Yeah, screw my surroundings.
How are you and your girlfriends?
Their name is Portray.
Oh, we're great. I'm up to 3 now.
Oh, wow. That's one
Yeah.
additional since I last talked to you.
I know.
Told you were cute.
Oh my god. Are you still trying to get P number 4?
I don't think I'm cute enough to be your number 4.
You want to be number 4? I think the self-deprecating will help compensate.
Well, I mean, you are cute, but I mean, well, I mean, I've never been dating with someone before.
Alright. You want to go have drinks later? I mean, I gotta go check with Kiara first if she's cool with it, because the whole consensual many girlfriend thing.
Absolutely. I don't want to. I mean, as long as it's
All
okay.
right, drinks later. Understood. Of course. I doubt she'll say no.
Ran by Granny over there.
Oh, hi, Mama Lydia. Alright, there we go. Right. Wow, yeah, they've rearranged everything since they, kicked me out of the forge. Morris stole my forge, then kicked me out.
Otis,
That's a
the man that I
sword.
was speaking with in the
Another
swamp,
sword.
is walking into Redwall.
I know there's just a bunch of
Keep
swords
an eye
here,
on
I'm just
him, but
throwing
don't
them
do
around because
anything
I'm
further.
making a mess.
Why'd
There
they
we
take
go.
it away from you? I mean, you're one of the crafters. You should be able to have access to it.
See, you're smart. That's why we need more of you around. I came in the other day and I was like, ah, great, gotta do work again. Because I do the forge stuff and got over here, weapons everywhere. And I was like, oh wow, guess I have a lot of work to do today. So I started taking the weapons and basically getting them out of my way, which, when you're my height, just like sticking them into the rafters and into walls, it's a good way just to get them well organized above. And yeah.
Guardsman,
So pretty
I
Bellboy
have
shows
heard
back up, and
through
he's
a
like,
letter
"Whoa,
that there's going
what are
to
you
be
doing with all these
activity
weapons?"
happening in the crypts and the swamps,
And
essentially
I'm
the
like, I'm
graveyards.
just organizing my
So stay
forge.
clear
And
of that
he's like, "Oh,
area
it's not
if
your
you do go into the
forge."
swamps, but
And I was
preferably
like,
just
"Oh,
stay
thank
out of
God,
the
are you
swamps.
serious? It's not my forge. I don't have to do work here." And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. It's all your work now.
Well, I thought it
Oh,
was
here we
just
go.
like the forge for everybody.
Alright, so... I mean, it should be pretty obvious how this works.
Yep.
Right. Cool, yeah, so... Use your pinky and your pointer. Just make sure that you point away from you.
Well, yes.
And at someone. It's funnier when you shoot someone.
Well, yes, it's funnier to
Yeah.
shoot someone and not myself.
Also true, yeah. But, yeah, I was actually rather impressed with how I did that, so I think you're good. Plus, it's also sort of stealthy, so as long as you keep your shield,
yep,
like A-frame style, people won't notice, yeah.
Thank you, I very much did Steel pay you yet, by the way?
I think he paid in advance.
Well, just in case. Hands you 40 gold.
Alright, that works.
I don't care if
And
he already
did, I'll
paid
just-
you.
It's a tip.
Yeah, basically. I appreciate your help.
Right. What was your name again?
Triss?
Triss, right, Triss, okay. Because when I go ask Kiara, I'll be like, hey, that Triss girl.
Yeah,
You're a
the
girl,
drinks.
right?
Yes, I am.
Right, okay, good. Just making sure.
I guess I will, you'll ask her about the thing, and we might go for drinks later, provided she's okay with that, and
Of course, yeah.
that you're girlfriends, and, you know,
yeah.
I don't want to, consent and everything. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
As some
Yeah, of
astral
course.
plane, I think it was, yes.
And then there's another nexus running over there.
Hi, you're cute. Hi.
Hello. Your face is red.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong. Nothing
Are
is.
you running a fever?
No, I'm not running a fever. Everything is fine.
You're kind of warm a little bit, but not too warm.
You're flushed.
I didn't get asked out for drinks. Nothing happened. I don't know why you're thinking that. Anyway, are you giving them a tour?
I'm giving them a tour, yes. We're about to climb the steps to the plateau, but it looks like the steps are a bit too big for them. I mean, I could carry you if you're comfortable with that.
Just be gentle.
Oh yeah, of course. Alrighty, so you just slowly walk this way. You get a really, really nice view of the meadow on the top here. All right. And set you down gently. There we go. Now, really watch your step. We're not gonna get too close to the edge. You walk over here. You can see a really good view.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get the very
You can
neat
see the
view of
guard.
Redwall in and of itself.
You see the guardhouse. You can see the training ground. You can see the medical building from here. You can see the docks.
It's actually very close by in a sense. But again, the swamps hold a lot of dangerous things. We'd had a recent outbreak over there called the Knoll of the sort.
And then, so if you turn around, you can actually see the little pond lake that we have. Chris, do you know if the pond was made by like a meteorite or something? Like what? How did it get here on top of a plateau?
Excuse me, by chance, have any of you seen Midas?
I'm not even 100% sure who that is. What do they look like?
He's a man with gold coins floating around him.
Ah, okay, the gold coin sentient person. No, last time I seen him was the training ground, and I don't see him there anymore.
My big metal friend. Okay, now I'm going to need to go somewhere else to try and find him.
Is he the reason why there's gold spiders?
Although they wouldn't allow us in.
No, he's going to help me fix the problem.
Oh yes, there's a magical trap inside and out that is
Well,
able to
that's
keep
good.
people outside from doing anything rash or ridiculous inside there. Because the first time we all found
But
the
yeah,
dungeon,
and
it
that's
was
kind of
free, and then
pretty
it was all
much the
controlled when the mages came in. Found gold and silver and all that type of good
Redwall.
stuff
That's
in
pretty
there,
much it.
too. A good number of it. As well as a few other things, like a very shiny button that I found once.
There's other places, but they're a bit off limits. Like the swamps, you don't want to go there. It's a very bad place. Also smells gross. Don't want to go there. Never. Also, there is another world that people keep mentioning. I have not visited yet. I should visit sometime. Is Aether, which is a floating island in the sky.
It's pretty entertaining to be there.
You find that.
Yeah.
If we ever
should
go,
probably
I will treat
see
you
if I
to
do
some
an
drinks in
excursion.
in the winery.
Hey Tris, are you asking me out to go drinks,
Their
huh?
own captain of the guard, their own guardsmen, their own traditions, their own party-going engagements.
You heard everything from before, didn't you?
In there, and it's great.
I didn't hear that much. But you're talking about the I do not know what they are. Are they a goblin kin? Are they
Yeah, they're
more of an
goblin,
infernal
Grimmy.
imp kin. They got, oh yeah, they're a riot. So they asked you out, huh?
I never said, I never confirmed, never denied. I don't know what you're talking about.
You were talking to them. I saw you. You guys were over at the blacksmith.
You know, she got me my shield, you know,
And it seems like the Red Wolf God might be training down there.
you know, she made my shield for me, you know, when it's a little bit more sturdy.
I'm really.
Kitty.
I will not hesitate. I will not hesitate. I'll jump off after her. Or them. By the way, Pai Pai, what do you go by? Do you have any particular pronouns?
It's hard to tell. Hey, Torg, can you do me a favor and keep that one from falling off? I wasn't going to jump.
Really no preference.
I'm a little bit on the tour at the moment. However, I did not. Excuse me.
Why did you? Yeah, come in a little closer so you don't fall off the. And you shouldn't be.
I don't.
If you fall, I'm gonna have to fly down there so quickly.
I will.
But as I was saying, yes, it's just it's hard to tell between those mercs, to be quite honest. I don't know exactly if it's just me. It almost just feels like that one merc could be leading in charge, and then another wave
So
that
you
there's
said
another merc that does.
Grimmy made your shield.
Yes, yeah, she.
Which is one of the many other reasons why I think of the lack
Does
of
Grimmy
communication within the
know
mercs
other
in my own way.
other
Not speaking of the Red Wall Guard, but I'm just speaking of myself.
skills with maybe making a voice box?
But there's a guy with very similar armor to you down by the training area. It's red armor.
Crimson red? Metal throughout his whole entire thing? Much sharper thorns?
I can ask. Apparently, we're gonna get drinks later.
His horns are going forward on his
Because
helmet.
I would like to outfit TD with a
You
voice
mean
box.
like this? Or somewhere like this?
Like this.
He's right
almost
there.
like mandibles, but
Well-
he doesn't seem to know his name.
We're gonna be meeting up
Hey,
tonight,
T.
so I can ask her tonight.
Interesting, and Torak, I know, is looking at me like that.
I would. Well, that's if TD would like it.
Maybe
that's
so.
the thing.
I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, ask her first, and then I can ask Grimmy.
Hey, you are a very. You do communicate with notes and stuff. But I'm trying to figure out to gather some materials for you to, so we could construct you a voice box. Either, some type of sending stone or something. Hopefully that way it'll be an easier communications. If that does interest you, you can write a note about it, but that's an idea that I have going. Yes?
Well, I guess that's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, I've seen like 2 war forges. They have to talk somehow.
Yes. Do you know where Pai Pai went? I hope they didn't fall.
I think they went off on their own. They didn't fall. I think they went with Torg, honestly.
I hope so too.
Well, oh, there they are.
Oh, okay. You got me in fright.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Alright, so let us get down. Would you like the fast way down or slow way down?
What? What do you mean?
She can fly.
I can grab you again and tuck you in my somewhere that is safe. But and then I'll fly you down. Or we
Safe.
Yeah. We should go the slow way down. All right, we'll go slow way down.
Yep.
Yeah, so please do tell Grimmy that idea of mine.
So
and tell her I'm willing to pay 1 platinum piece if that suffice.
1 platinum?
Yeah. So have you
that's
been hearing
real?
about the? Haven't you been hearing about the coin issue?
Yeah. But like I heard rumors that
I've converted all my gold into platinum.
Oh, okay.
So I only have 3 platinum to my name.
But that's a like I thought platinum was a myth. Like isn't it just, copper, silver, gold, and then there's always rumors, oh, I am so rich I have a single platinum coin. Like that you said you have 3?
I have yes, I have 3 at the moment.
Why are people here so rich?
Rest assured, I brought a lot of the gold from where I come from. Where I come from, gold
that's somewhat
isn't
fair.
really gold. It really isn't really at any monetary value. We use it for building material. We also use it for adornments. My necklace is gold. My bracelets are gold.
Well, I knew those things were gold, but like gold has no value in your
No, we use cocoa beans for currency.
What did you actually use for currency?
Cocoa beans.
So you sold cocoa beans, and when you sold the cocoa beans, you got platinum?
No. Here, I'll lay you down real quick.
Cocoa beans is a good, not a...
So, like, let's say you go to the market and you see a goat that you like. And you think like, oh, well, that goat will provide me with some milk, cheese, like, it's a really good goat. Probably, it will probably cost you about like 40 cocoa beans.
Okay, it's a barter system. You're trading the milk and the cheese and stuff for the gold. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. I thought you were saying that you were using cocoa beans as a currency.
Well, yeah. Like, that's like the base. That's like the base currency. But then, like, oh, well, I'm going to trade you this goat for that cow, But, like, the base is cocoa beans.
Okay, barter system, but, you sometimes... At the very least, you have to do cocoa beans. Fair enough. And yeah, they ran off that way.
Okay. I feel like I'm like a mother figure now with this little one up to make sure they're protected.
So, I mean, hypothetically,
okay.
Let's say hypothetically I was asked out for drinks.
So let's say Grimmy asked you out for drinks.
Hypothetically, yes.
Conjures a little dust devil to sit down on. Tell me everything.
When you say everything, like it's a hypothetical. I don't, but in this hypothetical scenario, I might have,
said yes.
Yes. And that I would go to drinks with her. But the only time that I've ever gone out with someone is so I could target them and kill them. I haven't really ever.
Was it? You see that trail of smoke?
No, Where's it coming from?
It just ran past us. Up the.
Should we check it out?
Hello?
Are you sentient? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
We apologize. We just saw like a black thing of smoke, and we just wanted to.
Yeah, sorry. I was just
Where's what?
running around invisible. Don't mind me.
Sorry about that. We just wanted to check to see what that was.
An interesting,
I'm a dark
interesting
mage.
and useful ability.
It's weird.
Spell?
Yeah, it's a spell. It's... Oh, yeah.
I really need to learn more magic. All of my magic is just like raw and primal, not really like any form to it.
I've only learned one spell so far, and that's Speak with Undead. And that's the spell Sulfur taught me.
Yeah. Sorry if we were barging in. I don't know if you were wanting to think to yourself.
I'm looking for someone, but I don't think they're here, which is mildly annoying.
Who are you looking for?
Give us a description, maybe?
Ginger hairs, wearing a hat. Tall.
Was it a guy with a beard?
Yes.
I saw him earlier. The last time I saw him was probably like 30 minutes ago, like over there. I think he might be in the swamp right now, but I'm not sure.
I just came from the swamp. That's so annoying. Oh.
So he's here somewhere. I just don't know where he is. Because I seen him earlier. Unless he went to Aether.
Well, if we do stumble upon them, should we tell them you're looking for them?
Nah. I'm mad at them, so I'm just trying to find them.
Alright.
I see. Okay. Tris, can you take a fall or no?
What do you mean take a fall?
Can you jump off this plateau unscathed, or?
Theoretically, with the Nexus, yes, but I am never going to risk it.
Very well. Quet's gonna scoop you up.
Ah!
We're going on a ride.
You know, you could have warned me.
That was, I would say, a metaphor for relationships. Sometimes they don't come with a warning. They just pick you up and scoop you off your feet. You have to be prepared for that.
Oh, I see. I guess what you're trying to tell me is I should
But
just
it's
go with
also-
the flow.
Well, just to prepare yourself. Your heart's racing. It's exhilarating, but also it can be dangerous.
Well, I mean,
just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right, let's go with the others and see what they're up to.
Also, I'd appreciate it if you don't tell Steel.
Oh, of course not. This is between us.
Thank you, Tid. I just chest plate off.
To walk in?
I don't need it.
Like, okay, where would you say I should
when I said I was reborn in Aether.
Oh, that could also be another case then.
It's like a little tiny wood that gets into
Hey, Torg.
Like
onto your skin.
Quetzal?
Hey, Barrel.
Good barrel too as well. But like I said, we'll help you in any given way we can.
But, you know, but it's very tiny, and it's kind of hard to take out
Should
of
I
your
give
skin.
the cleaning a try? Because I can
Do it onto my skin. No way, no how.
It happens when you're...
If you want to, if
like,
he's fine with it.
I'm like, I can't do it, but it's basically like, you put your hand on the wood.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just heard what you said out loud.
And then you would get a little tiny...
I don't know you super well, but you've always given me a lot of words of encouragement from time to time. I would think there's plenty of people that want to be friends with you.
Let me see your hand. He checks his hand.
actually get a splinter me.
Okay, checks his hand. Is there any...
Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted your train of thoughts, but at the same time,
Okay.
you know,
She could see it.
I do appreciate the kind words you've occasionally given me, and I honestly do think that.
He takes the splinter off.
I'm just going through a tough time right now. I'm sorry.
Tell me about it. My former quote-unquote family gave me the whole stab in the shoulder, so you'll see that she has bandaged over her shoulder. So yeah, I know about tough times.
He decided to just rub his hand on the wood. Trying to...
I recently lost my love.
I didn't know splinter for real. I had to make sure.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's hard losing someone. I have only recently learned that.
How do you know my name?
I didn't.
There's
What happened to you?
a lot about me that wishes I could have spoke to her. Maybe stopped her from going to her death.
Does Damon know? Should I go get
Well,
Is this one okay?
he's grieving. He lost someone.
Should I go get him?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I can go get Damon.
You want to talk about it, or do you need time alone?
I need time alone. Thank you.
Okay, well,
But you always know, even though you don't know me that well, I'll always have an ear to pretty much get chewed off. So, like,
same.
I'm
I
always here to
don't think
talk.
we ever properly introduced, but you've given me kind words of encouragement. If you ever need to talk, I'd be happy to listen.
It really just depends on where you're from.
Ah, so the crystals manifested more. Okay.
How are you doing, Lynn?
Are you still coherent?
Damon looks a little busy.
I'm gonna give you a hug, man. You seem so cool.
Okay.
You're so cool. I'm gonna
Can
give
you
you
talk
a
at
hug.
all?
Hugs.
Oh, well, isn't that
Okay,
exactly
good.
right?
Big hug. Big hug. So
Interesting.
cool.
You're
Oh, you're
definitely
cool.
No, you.
You,
The extra
like,
fur definitely.
no, you, because you have grown so much. You've learned so much. You've proven so
tried my
much.
best. I
She's
tried.
grown so much.
I don't think anyone's gonna bat an eyelid at you.
Mm-hmm. And I also have a wonderful boyfriend. She makes lovey-dovey eyes. I also have a wonderful boyfriend.
Otis is something.
You're a dork.
Otis
You're a dork,
is something.
Odie. No, I am not.
It's like a similar affliction than what I have.
Who's your boyfriend?
No, I'm not.
Who's your boyfriend?
Him.
Really? Really?
Him.
Really? Really?
Otis is something.
Huh.
What? Do what?
Yeah.
What? Do what? What are you gonna do?
You know what I'm gonna do.
Is that a bite mark?
No. No, nothing. No, it's not. Nothing. What a bite mark? I don't know what a bite mark is.
No.
Small, long, tentacle. He didn't sleep at all.
Let me see it.
Wait.
I tried to keep him. I tried to keep him safe. It didn't work.
The cat to come over.
Huh?
You're talking. That worked a little too well.
You know, I'm not going to pry any further than that.
It's safe.
If you don't want me to know, I'll leave that alone. I respect your privacy.
Wait, know about what? What?
Exactly.
Wait, privacy?
I won't ask any further about the thing that you're trying to hide.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely none. Absolutely none. That's not yet.
Privacy?
Not yet. None.
Yeah, of course you do.
Wait till you're married.
If you don't want people to know about your bite mark, you don't have to tell them. Just tell them it's none of your business. You don't have to, like, hide it or anything. Just be like,
Exactly.
hey, it's none of your business.
Oh my god.
They shouldn't ask any further questions beyond that.
You just play
No, you won't.
Hey, wait, I got a bite mark.
I see that. No harm in having a little fun. Just let you know.
Why?
But apparently it's none of your business.
I mean, that's what I meant is if someone came up to you and asked, like I did, and you don't want them to know, do you want them to know about your bite mark?
Oh shit!
If you don't want to answer that question, you can tell. Did you legit forget? Or are you just saying that?
I don't remember details.
Friend is here.
All I remember is that I woke up and then I felt sore.
By the way, you were right. They were the ones that ended up telling everyone about everything.
Oh, jeez, Louise, you scared me.
Always trust the detective novels.
Yeah, parasite, but that.
Hi.
Detective novels. Hey, Tris.
Where did you get that crown?
I actually have a question.
That looks like a crown. Are you
The people you know mess with other worlds, or have been messing with other worlds in the past?
I don't know.
I asked.
I tried to look for answers on that. I could not find any. If there is any information on that, it's locked within the higher echelon.
I was punching the ground.
I only found out that the only way I know that they know about other worlds is the fact that they were here before you said anything. Had I known that they knew about other worlds, I would have warned you all before I left.
Speaking with.
But the fact that they came here and they were asking about me means that they've been keeping an eye on this place at least for a while.
Good.
Excuse me.
If he was a big fat onion man, did he also act like, you know, flamboyantly and kind of wasn't really out of character for this place with all the, you know, crazy people that we see? Yeah, that means they had completely adapted because they kept watch on this place and knew how this place is crazy, and know someone like that wouldn't really make anyone bat an eye. So,
how would you like to come on a trip with us?
Possibly. It might take time for my shoulder to heal, but when would this be?
I suppose you as a gold golem.
Maybe in the next 2 days.
2 days I should be able to.
Hello there. Oh, you've got some.
All right.
But at that time, my shoulder should be healed.
Yes, this is Wi-Fi.
Yes.
We may have a way to help, maybe. I just have to get in contact with my mother, which won't be easy.
Do you think that they were actually operating on other worlds and that they have something to do with... I heard some of your... I heard some of that talk.
Some people would probably take.
Does that have anything to tie in with what that was?
It's like feeling ingestion.
It might. But if your people have been messing with other worlds, then my mother would probably know.
If they have been messing with other worlds, it would have been either finding ways to further repress magic on our world, or to take out threats that could be threats to their world. That's the only... Our organization only took out... They were diplomats, spies, and assassins that would... Anything that they can do to avoid killing someone, they would try to avoid that. But if there was a bad enough person, say, you know, someone like the whole yellow potion situation here where they were selling that stuff, if they felt like that kind of person wasn't redeemable and that they could not be reformed, then they would kill them. Because if they can't be reformed, they're just going to continue doing evil acts, so they should be taken out so they're not continuing doing evil acts. That kind of thing. They wouldn't kill someone that steals like a loaf of bread. They're a secret organization too. I imagine that if Steele saw me with a stab wound and I told him who did it, he'd just want to run off and like burn whatever headquarters they are, but they don't really have like a visible headquarters. It's not like they advertise that they exist. They're secret. They work in the shadows. Like, even the diplomats that we have are more just, like, kind of in secret, trying to push their agenda. So, I don't... If your mother happens to know anything, that's going to be disturbing, because that means that they do operate on other worlds, and that's going to make things so much more complicated.
My mother runs... I say a subgroup who looks into different worlds. They're kind of like a security.
I'll be right back, probably.
They're kind of like security for nobles and other places. And if she's been investigating other worlds, there could be a possibility that they know about your group. Possibly. So if you want to go with us, we might be able to get more information if I can find my mother, which got lost when I came back here after my terrible mistake.
Yeah. I'll come with you.
All right. We'll find out, hopefully.
Because again, my shoulder should be healed by then, so...
We'll find out what's going on. If there's trouble here, there'll be trouble everywhere, and we can't have that.
Well, I doubt they would try to take down the magic here. I don't think they would try to impose, because that would cause so many problems.
Hello, underlings.
You better have not said anything, Eugene.
So, Wayne, what did Brian say?
None of them have any money.
Hmm?
Not even.
Oh.
What did Brian say?
I heard someone was claiming to be part of the Red Wall Guard over here.
Eugene was.
Eugene.
No, you.
Kai.
No, you.
That might be my fault.
Oh.
I humored Eugene.
Do.
I humored him.
You never humor Eugene.
He wanted to be on a what he called a ride-along.
Oh, you're very strong. What was
And
that?
he wanted to be part, kind of like, see what the Red Wall Guard does.
You have a very devastating pat.
So, I mean, it seemed like a good way to keep him out of trouble. Because if he was with me, he wasn't going
as
around
long as he
and
doesn't cause any trouble.
Good thing I have
he tried to arrest Kelly once when she
Yes.
And your body's like
wasn't really doing anything.
Well, he can't do that.
Well, I stopped him and
If he
made
does
sure.
anything else,
What are you doing?
Again, that's kind of
impersonating a guard is a offense that requires jail time. So.
Look at me, Captain.
you're not captain of the guard.
Eugene, you're not a captain of the guard. You're not even in the guard.
I'm the captain of the captain.
They're like sharks.
Deluxe.
You're bullying him.
Eugene, like,
Kai. No one's gonna take him seriously. Just let
You
him.
win.
I don't know if he wants to.
You win.
Alright.
no,
but if he causes
they
any trouble,
they will
have to
take him
lock up.
seriously. Think about all the bad reputation we already have.
I mean, eventually.
I am the captain of the
People do
captain.
know that I am the captain of the guard. I've said that a lot of
me.
times, so they won't believe him.
Yeah, but if I say it more, that makes me the
disputed by the
captain.
fact he doesn't have this.
I was about to say, where's your badge?
Who?
I mean, does a new person know?
I don't need the badge. I'm the captain.
Everyone has a badge.
Yes,
You
show
know,
them the
even
badge.
captains require to be used a badge. Okay.
Eugene?
The badge is just for... Hello.
Do you think Osmodeus would really like you if you were part of the Red Wall Guard?
There are problems in
And
your stories.
You do know that Osmodeus hates the Red Wall Guard. So if you're part of the Red Wall Guard, you're also hated by Osmodeus. That's how it works.
I'm the captain of the Red Wall Guard Deluxe.
Then that means Osmodeus hates you the most.
yeah,
He means he hates you the most.
Now.
Well, you see, he punches, but instead of punching mountains, he punches ice.
Yes, but you want to impress him, don't you?
No, as long as Nurgle likes me, then that's fine. Okay, so as your captain, I suggest you take a step back.
I think the growth potion. No. It broke my nose, so there's that.
Oh.
I am the captain of the guard. Oh, I think we need to really go get it.
Is this what you want? Is this what you wanted? Huh? Oh.
That's a big guy. Eugene, someone wants you to... Oh, Eugene, someone's got you.
Hey.
Hey, big one.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
This is where you stop. This is where you stop shaking someone's hand. You have a very strong grip.
He's gonna find out. You know, once he sees the paperwork that we do, he's gonna leave. He's gonna start telling
He's gonna collapse.
Paperwork.
Paperwork?
Yes, we do the paperwork.
he's a huge nerd. He's gonna love that.
I don't know. We do a lot of paperwork.
Kai, make him captain of the paperwork. He just does the paperwork, and he's out of our hair.
Yes,
If I'm, but that would also mean I would have to give important documents to Eugene.
Yes, I don't.
Dang it, that's true.
I don't trust him to file them. You know what? Why don't we just give him a bunch of paper that's just blank, and just leave him in a room and see if he can even fill it. Yeah, that's the thing we do. We just lock him in a room with
Eugene, we
blank
have your
paper.
first assignment as captain of the captain of the guard.
But I don't have to do that. I'm the captain.
You have to do paperwork.
Oh no, I'm just gonna delegate. You do the paperwork. Thank you.
Yes.
We've already done our paperwork.
How am I
Nice to
Plus,
meet
these
you as
documents
well.
can only these documents can only be signed by the captain of the
My
guard.
name's Tris.
We're not
Nice-
allowed to do
What's
them.
your name?
Eugene, I do my paperwork every. Yeah, I keep it on me at all times. I always do my paperwork.
All right. I haven't.
I've just signed his shirt.
Okay.
Good one.
Prestidigitation.
He just depreciated the value of his own shirt. Crazy.
I mean, yeah, when you're
Takes
when
out
you're
a
an evil
giant
overlord,
stack of papers. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're gonna have to sign
Are
all
these
those.
all really? Are they really important?
We don't
Yes,
give
totally.
any paperwork. That's the specific paperwork for the captain of the captain. Only the captain can do those.
Mhm.
It's the most important.
Oh, okay.
You gotta sign every single one.
How many are there?
Do not worry. I will help
there's about
Eugene
100.
sign all of these papers. They will be at your desk signed by tomorrow morning.
Yep. You can trust us at my desk.
At his desk.
I hope so.
Does he
I
get a
hope
desk?
so.
Do you even have a Does he have desk
No.
space?
None of us have
I'm
a
the
desk.
Captain Deluxe Square.
None of
Any
us
desk
do.
is mine.
Yeah,
Let's just
you
go
should
take over
kind of
the guard
a
house. Come on.
Yeah, we're
Excuse me.
working on that.
Are you homeless?
Just get like a magic
We're
box that
working on
follows
it.
you everywhere, like I do.
You know,
I wonder how long
I
until he
genuinely
realizes
feel
that's a
bad for that man.
stack of blank papers.
No, I genuinely feel bad for that man, just in general.
All the papers,
So dumb.
just dump them in the fountain. So the
It would
Red
be a
Wall Guard
lesson
is-
well worth.
You're gonna find the fountain of Red
Oh,
Wall.
would
He
be.
knows we can hear him, right?
Oh yes, no, 100%.
Okay.
God, and I hear everything that you say.
As your captain, I command you to not.
I don't.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
care anymore.
I've been trying to teach him to be better.
Okay, the Captain Deluxe Square is gonna go do all this paperwork at the White
I mean, you've done everything that you can.
Yes. Good one. Good one.
I was kind of there when you kind of
It's
tried
all
to smack.
blank paper,
You literally tried to
so-
smack sense into
It's
him,
all blank paper.
and you couldn't.
I literally bought that.
You know,
stack for, like,
there are some
one
people.
copper.
I have yet to
There
ground
are
him.
some people
Maybe
that
that
are
will
just
work.
worth that aren't worth saving. There are some people that just can't be saved.
I've already put him in timeout.
I don't know if we'd put
At least
Eugene
3
in that
times.
category. Honestly, he's a pretty
No,
good
no,
kid when you take him
You
away
might
from
I'm
actually have to
joking.
ground him. I'll
I'm
be honest with
joking,
you.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I need a very good reason for him to
They
actually
are going to
listen to me.
destroy
he's
this
grounded.
arena, I swear. I've seen them already break 3 fences.
Yeah. That was my worry too when I saw them fighting.
At least it's self-healing.
Does Osmodeus also
self-repairing.
have to approve that, as far as like punishing him?
I work for Nurgle. I don't work for Asmodeus.
It's a weird thing. I keep forgetting.
It is.
You know,
That's why we're
Nurgle
cool.
really just lets us do our lets us
Statement of
do
fact,
our
eh, Kai? Just
She would
we're
rather
cool.
us be independent.
The reason we're cool is because you don't work for Osmodeus.
Does he?
True.
Yeah, Nurgle's kind of the cool one, honestly.
As long as you're not Osmodeus or directly related to Osmodeus, you're good.
You know Nurgle is
Even if you work for Osmodeus, you're usually good.
related to Osmodeus, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's read. If you're not Osmodeus, you're good. There.
If you're not
Then I can agree
Osmodeus
with
or select people who are related to Osmodeus, you're good. There we go. Now we can be as selective as we want with it.
Also, Osmodeus doesn't
Exactly.
seem that horrible. I mean, he
No,
doesn't.
you don't
no,
know.
he's
You
bad.
don't know, Tris. You don't know.
There's a
Trust
tiny
you
cat.
don't. Oh, how are you? Hi, it's good to see you again.
I
Man,
thought
they
I
are
would
still
warn someone 'cause
fighting.
Someone almost stepped on them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they are very
I'm
small.
going to go because that brings up bad memories. Anyway.
Yep.
I will find a good reason and ground Eugene because that is something that needs to be done.
All right. Thank you.
Eugene.
Come on, you know my friend,
That's
yes?
hilarious. I've seen them around.
He also tried to get me training on my. I came back with a stab wound in my shoulder, and he tried to have me do training.
This is Kai. He's the captain of the Redwall Guard. Well, one of the two.
Hi. Gato.
Hello.
Gato.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
I'm Gato. Gato. Gato.
Eugene's quite the cat.
I think I just felt my heart very much melt. What?
Kai, no puns. You're bad at them.
Hello.
Owen, come back!
Hi.
I couldn't pass up the golden opportunity.
I'm going to hit you in the face.
I can do that.
Don't,
No.
no. It's a matter of speech, dear. It's a matter of speech.
No.
It was a metaphor. They went up.
Really? Okay.
Well, that was just catastic.
By the way, did
I
you
don't
ever
think we should
figure
take
out
this
the
any
whole gold
further.
spider situation? I heard that you were.
Yes, I knew
Yeah,
from
we've
the
been seeing a
start.
couple of those.
Wait, what?
Yes, destroy them, but I think it's pretty much already too late anyway.
Pick you up.
We destroyed them,
pick you
but
About that.
Oh, consent.
He fed up.
Okay, where? Let's go.
it's all about consent.
Up?
Is not
Wait,
consent.
you can lift people?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh boy, Otis.
Wait, how
I
strong
don't know what you.
are you?
You
Oh,
have
wow, she
to
can
ask
put him down.
for consent.
He's powerful.
Okay. You have to ask for consent.
He asked you how
No,
strong
someone's
you were. He
doing-
didn't ask you to lift him.
I can punch a hole in the mountain.
Let's not do that.
I've been
Yes, the
doing that.
mountain is pretty.
She sounds like an opponent I could really try and stand up against.
I mean, if I activate my aura, I can punch
Otis.
a mountain.
Otis.
Doesn't change
Yeah,
the
I
fact
think I
that I'm
can kick a
punching a
mountain
mountain.
I
Because yeah,
punched
doesn't
a
change the fact that
hole. I punched a hole through Hatter's chest plate.
Yeah, see that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
The time when I punched it,
No, I'm not saying that he said he couldn't. I'm just saying that's
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the bar. That's okay, yeah.
So many.
Wow.
People just break things.
Why is it the small ones? Why is it always the small ones?
It's always the small ones. It's always the small ones.
the small ones.
It's always the small ones.
It's the small ones. It's always the small ones that are just insanely
It's
powerful.
first
I
it's
train.
Estrella,
I
now
train
this
for
one.
hours on end. I learn how to wield the
to be
spear. I
honest,
do all this shit,
sir.
and it's not fair because they can just do it. They're smart. I'm sorry. I went on a rant there. I'm sorry.
Sir,
Anyway, yeah, Ewan, but yeah.
picks him up by by both his legs. Okay, let's go.
Okay, no, that's.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah,
but
I see
also,
the other part. Yeah, no, that's not too difficult. But no, it's the small
See,
ones
watch this.
that can just
I'm
punch a
joking.
hole in a
I mean, I
mountain
know I'm
without
right,
any
but-
without any training.
I mean,
Watch the. I'm just keeping on your side.
to be honest,
we're
I
joking.
could
We're
jump
kidding.
off that hill without taking any damage.
Well, anyone can. There's an enchantment.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think they're saying without
Also,
the
what's the
enchantment.
thing about? What's going on with Eugene? Do I need to go get some blank paperwork?
I already gave him.
No. We gave him the paperwork. He's gonna do none of it, and he's gonna try to do any of it, and he can't do it, and then he's gonna realize that it's pointless, and he's gonna give up trying to say he's the captain of the
Or
Red
he's
Bull
gonna
Guard.
throw it in the pond.
Okay, that seems fair.
Either way, it's a win-win because if he goes in the pond, I can arrest him for damaging public property.
And he could be grounded for that too.
Yeah. Yes, he can be arrested, fined, or grounded.
There was a person there
All
that is
three.
going to ground
Two of
them
those will definitely happen.
once.
Yeah.
All three could
Yeah,
happen.
someone's already
He'd have to
grounding him,
he'd be arrested. He has to post bail, which is the fine, and then he'd also get grounded after that. It's perfect.
Wow, that's a whole lot of grounded.
Indeed.
He deserves it. Oh, Well, it seems a winner has emerged.
I have a feeling that if Eugene actually focused and wasn't all over the place, that he would probably be a real threat.
You know what?
I worry about
gonna
that.
be, Damon, is to fight the big guys.
Oriendel told me that the symbol on his hand, whatever power that he draws from, is connected to a very powerful Fey magic. So you're probably right.
Yeah. I'm scared about the day that I can't control myself and I realize maybe half of you are dead, and then I want to die out because of it, because I might have done it.
That's...
Honestly, I think I'm gonna die of overworking and exhaustion before anything. So, you know, I don't think anything can kill me more than that.
No, I feel you. I feel you. No, don't, no punch.
You're fine if you bumped, but no punch.
Just no punch.
Oh,
He bumped into you.
I got lifted, ran around. We were just talking about Eugene, and now this.
Why are you touching his abs?
What the abs?
It's the abdominal muscles.
Yeah, it's the abdominal muscles on your chest.
Ting ting.
The small one?
Yeah, the small one.
What?
It's funny. It reminds me of
Its
him.
muscles are what allow. So the reason you punch so hard is because your arm muscles are really strong.
No, I think it's the gauntlets.
I can punch hard
And
without
it's
them.
probably both.
Okay, never mind then.
Ready?
No.
Wait.
Okay, look, like I said earlier, I'm sure you'd hurt me. I don't want to whatever happens after to happen to you because I can't control what happens to you after. And a lot of people here would also get hurt. Like, I don't want
Also, it's not good to just randomly want to punch people. Save that for the dueling ground. Because it's rude, and it hurts people, and it's not nice.
And the Nexus wouldn't let you anyway.
Alright, think about it this way. Think about it this way.
Ask.
If I take... No, but think about it this way. I take my sword
I'm
out,
not sure
and I just...
I trust the Nexus
I
anymore.
stab Kai.
Well, the protection
How do you...
there, at least.
How do you think Kai's gonna feel about that? Right,
Yeah,
but
the
what if
point
I
is
just
we
stab
don't
him
want to
randomly?
start a fight.
Yeah, we don't
So,
know what if he didn't know
how's
what
the
fight
paperwork
was.
going?
Predatory behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, we finished
There's
it.
such a thing called a
Kai
social
didn't want the
circle.
fight.
You finished all the
When they're
paperwork.
talking 10 different
Finished
all the 100 pages of paperwork.
Yeah, we used Tim's
Yes.
magic to replicate my signature.
Hey again.
Oh, hey.
We've got plenty of requisition forms for top shelf Rouge and Rogue wine. Perfect for your consumption.
Checks just flicks through the pages for a signature.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
I would like to think so.
Thank you for signing all these
that is
blank
a signature
papers.
on a... Yeah, that's a signature on a bunch of blank paper.
My name's Otis.
Yep, you're welcome.
That shows
Our
a signature on a
paperwork,
bunch of blank paper.
our paperwork is
We could
50
forge
much
so
better
many
than yours.
fucking documents. We could forge so many documents.
I have here a list of at least 27 reasons I can feasibly ground him.
Prestidigitation.
Takes a look at the list.
Puts
It's just a bunch of like oddball
So you're
things
saying
of
your
like fighting.
signature's worth a lot
So like
less
out of
now.
character, it's like a bunch of oddball things like fighting Mothman
So many documents.
trying to con the Red Wall Guard and trying to con just like other people.
So much fraud.
There's just a lot of like
That's what you get.
things like that.
Honestly, I would just
we can
use all
commit
of it.
so much fraud
Just
now.
be like, you know, this is,
I'm not going to.
you know,
It's
you've been...
That's what I plan to do.
Okay.
But
Sure,
all of those also
sure
include
it
Jim,
is.
meaning I would have to ground him as well.
That's unfortunate, but I, you know, I think it would be useful in the long run
They
for
both need
Eugene.
to play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but
That was pretty funny.
I
So
just
I
don't
think
The paper and just stick it back in the
this is why we should have thrown the papers at
yeah. This is
Yeah,
what
you
we
still have sweat. Oh, yeah, it's hot. Fair enough.
It's going to be fine.
Alright, now you guys have to do 100 push-ups.
Wait.
Oh, we're just about to start, like... We're just about to start.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Like by that tree over there.
Don't do that again.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Hold on.
Maybe when I get stronger, maybe I'll actually take the challenge.
Yeah?
We'll go over to the tree.
Yeah, what do you want? Yeah?
What are they actually gonna forge? I don't own anything.
Like 3 people.
What do you mean about forging?
It's either we go to the one, right?
Oh, they've got like my signature, but I don't own anything.
People.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you should listen to her at the moment. I think she's got something very important thing.
There's no like, you know, oh, we go to a private area nearby.
But I don't own anything. They can't get anything.
Eugene,
Go to Brazil. It's
here
not real.
now.
Yeah, I've heard these things even back home. Even back home, they say don't go to Florida. They say don't go to Brazil, and especially don't go to Ohio.
You're gonna see her pull out of list, and it drops to the ground. Both of you are now hereby grounded for effectively a week because of all the reasons on this paper.
Is your heartbeat?
Hang on.
Why
that
are
was
you
Dane.
so adorable? I am going to
I didn't do that one.
No.
Damon, help me.
That one wasn't my fault.
I'm gonna die.
That one happened past midnight, so I don't even know how you noticed. You knew that I did that. That one was for the good of the company.
Remember that I don't sleep very well, correct?
This one's unfair.
Some kind of small floating.
Oh, that is unfair.
What does this mean? Jim, what have you been doing? What does this even mean?
Look, I'm sorry for party rocking.
I guess so.
You guys are also going to see fighting Mothman twice is on there.
We can't help it if every day we're shuffling.
Oh yeah, you think? Big scary. I'm terrified.
Maybe you should have thought ahead about it.
That also
Party
means
rockers.
whatever you're nice and
save
booked.
me. The big scary kitty is scary.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Man, I'm glad I'm just kind of hanging out here. I don't have to do any of this shit.
The cuteness.
They're confiscating your like desk.
No, fuck off.
Oh no,
You're gonna die, but I can't do anything.
The party rocks. We were in the house.
Hello.
Well, you know what, Amara? I'm grounding you for punching me in the face.
Don't punch my desk.
And Ruplup.
Thank you for finally telling me the truth that I knew.
Just be careful of the spear.
I don't know.
What? In the face?
Oh, I forgot to say.
I was trying to be polite. You seemed like you were having.
New girl on me.
I don't know. Jack split.
I'm gonna ground
you.
I'm gonna ground
Either of you can ground me.
I wish I knew Jack split, but I don't know Jack.
Why not?
Wait.
Why not? I'm the assistant manager.
As captain of the Red Wall Guard, I outrank you. I think. Am I winning?
No,
I gotta ask for
because you're
consent for what she's about to do.
you're under her.
Fire.
Yeah.
I need consent from you too, Ruplup, because you're on his head.
Yeah.
Being captain doesn't solve you.
Okay, Eugene.
Kirsty.
Eugene,
Hello.
I need verbal consent.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I forgot what I was going to do.
Okay. She's gonna grab Jin's scarf and... Oh, I almost punched something. What did I punch?
Go assault Alwyn again.
Grab
It was me.
Jin's scarf and Eugene's shirt and just swing you two to where you guys bonked your heads together.
Tomorrow.
Oh, but horse.
Oh my! Oh, you got blood on my horn.
Head of the agricultural guild.
I can't see.
Not talking with Osmond.
I can't see.
Hold on,
Head
like,
and not
hold
your
you
eye.
for a second. You're okay.
Thank you.
know.
Oh,
And
jeez.
this is not as minions or as co-workers.
So it's
What are we
assault.
then?
Guards.
This is an elder. No.
I'm not
this is
stepping
an
in.
elder
Oh,
teaching
okay.
the young ones.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
She's your superior and she's giving you punishment. I'm not. That's not assault.
That's lightning.
She's not my superior. I'm her superior.
He's the ass
Technically.
man.
I'm the assistant
What?
manager.
Do you like a good ass
age.
man?
Are you by age?
Coming from the mercenaries
Who
is
said that?
hilarious.
No, I'm not. I could be.
How old?
Maybe I'm like 1,000 years old. I don't know.
The mercenaries.
Long-term amnesia. I kind of just like woke
I
up
have
one
more
day.
knowledge about this world than you do. And I am
Right.
definitely older than Eugene.
I cast say you're sorry because that really hurt.
No. Both of you
Touch of
need
death?
to learn the difference between when it is time for playing and when it is time to be serious.
But I signed all the paperwork.
Which is when? Which is when? When? Why do we gotta be serious? It's the Redwall Guard.
Why so serious? Nothing they do is serious.
They just stole They stole Eugene's signature. It'll be worth nothing when he's an evil overlord now.
Yeah.
It would have been worth nothing to begin with. No
Hey,
evil
my
lord ever
dreams.
signs anything.
My dreams.
Wait, she's right.
They've been crushed.
What evil overlord have you seen that ever signs anything besides the
Lord Asmodeus.
disappointment that is Asmodeus?
The Assman. Calcandus?
Asmodeus.
Calcanus
Asmodeus
did
isn't
sign
that
things.
great of an evil lord.
Ah. Staying an evil overlord.
No.
No, he's royalty. I don't think he signed
That's
anything
just as
either.
bad.
I don't think he can even read.
He can read.
He was trying to count gold the other day. It took him like an hour to get to 6. And then he had to start again.
I believe that.
I was there.
Is that lightning bolts over the training field?
Lightning punches. That's pretty cool.
Either way,
Distraction.
both are effectively grounded, and I'm going to keep your book and your knife until I feel you have learned.
I should start carrying. Whatever. Oh, hold on, my underling's here. Yes, how can I assist you, Walter?
What?
Her name is Lynn,
Walter?
and she's not your underling.
Thank you.
That's another reason. Because Jen dropped the thing, she's gonna pick up the paper again and hold it up. It's another thing on this list of why you're grounded. And on there it's gonna say impersonating a Redwall guard.
He puts his hand on your shoulder.
Oh wow, you're actually holding these people accountable? Oh my god.
That's more than you guys have ever done.
Yeah, what
Eugene,
do you do? What do you do? Put someone.
You tried
You gotta
to
let me
arrest
stick
Kelly,
Add to the list.
Put someone in the
and you
corner.
made her cry because she thought she was actually legitimately under arrest.
I was deputized. Are you gonna write sick burn on here or not?
I'll write
It
that.
wasn't even a sick burn, it was
Oh, I
just
wrote it in.
you
I wrote
two
it in
being
abyssal. Sorry.
disappointing.
That says.
You want your knife? Yeah, I have a spare knife.
I will take both
Oh,
of your
Ruplip,
knives
you're
if
in
you give
trouble
one to
now.
Jen.
It's a good thing I have such a good mentor.
Wait, so Walter, you're not my underling? And you're not Walter?
My name is not Walter, no, I'm not your underling.
Interesting. Has my whole day been a lie?
Yes.
Yes.
Even the part where I hugged Pilaria?
Yes.
No, that was real.
What's
Oh, I thought
this?
that was a fever dream.
Pilaria
What
is
about
kind
training?
of.
Did I
No, the
do
training
training
happened.
today?
The training
Oh, okay, that's
You did.
that's
You
good,
did.
that's
You
good.
didn't. You didn't skip training today. You're good.
You being
Okay,
a Redwall
that-
guard captain was
nice.
a lie.
Ah.
Hey,
Who's saying they're a
nice
captain?
scarf.
Don't
Jin!
worry about it, it's fingers
There's
all
2
over
of you.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, just
Do
two
I get-
people wearing
Who's saying they're
red
a
with a
Redwall
scarf
guard or
and.
not?
Matter of fact, hey, I'm gonna bear back. I'm
You
actually
got the same haircut.
Eugene is not part of the
It's-
Redwall Guard.
So as I said,
No, he's not.
Wait,
you two are
who's Eugene?
effectively grounded. You're not
The one in blue.
give your items back.
Wait, you're saying you're a Redwall guard and you're not?
He's
I'm
not.
a captain.
He's not a captain.
I ought to kick your fucking ass.
Don't.
Oh, you want some?
He's
You want
getting
some
grounded.
rice? Huh?
He's
What did
no.
you gotta- what did you have to
He's
do? What
hold
was
you.
it?
He's getting grounded. He's getting grounded. The situation's being taken care of.
Wait,
Don't
are
worry
you part
about
of
it.
You're part of the
Yeah,
Tempest
listen to your
Knights?
girlfriend, pint size. Before I smash you
You
like a
son of a
whack-a-mole.
bitch.
Can't hold you back.
Sorry.
No, no. She's taking care of it.
Do I need to add you
She's the grown-up
sitting
in the
in
world.
corner for almost an hour now?
I don't think that was the.
No.
Better watch
There's
yourself.
a series of opponents.
Once you learn
Never
to
believe.
create, you can act.
Let Kai know that
like an
those
adult.
two are getting
I'll
grounded.
give you your book back.
Shit. Gonna make that a trip. But for one,
Bozo thought he could handle me. Meet me in the wildy. See what happens.
Eugene,
if you, it was mainly a series.
you are very nice, and you can be very kind.
Yes.
But
thank
you can also be
Yes,
a bit of a
thank you.
problem in a handful.
Coming from a friend, that's quite hurtful.
Well, I'm trying to help you out, man. Like, I feel like you have a lot of great potential if you just focus.
Deal with them pretty well. I was able to
You
make
see,
I wouldn't have shared all my,
had a lot of great
as you
potential
called
as
it,
well.
backstory if I didn't think that you were a good person deep down. You were a decent person.
Yeah,
you
well.
you helped console me when I had someone important die on me.
From what I could see,
Oh yeah, we don't speak about that.
But you can be better. You just need to focus and stop getting yourself into trouble. Quit saying that you're part of the Red Wall Guard when you're not.
If I find
I
out you
appreciate-
gave Jin a knife,
I appreciate your kind words. However, I don't know what advice I would take from someone who hangs out with the people who ratted them out.
good.
They didn't rat me out. They didn't know they were giving information to people that shouldn't have that information.
They need to learn life is not always a
Right,
playtime.
yeah, high mages, those guys.
Correct.
Interesting.
Right?
yes, yes. Hello, again.
You're right, I shouldn't impersonate a Red Wall Guard. Because they're lame and useless.
I mean, yeah, you can say that.
Except for you. You're cool still. And Walter's cool as well.
You know, trying to do a bit of selling. No, salesmaning. We're trying to sell things.
We haven't
trying to sell.
We haven't done a good job yet.
We're trying to sell wine. So far, it's
You
gone
never once stopped by the winery
terribly.
to grab said product. You immediately came out here and started annoying other individuals.
Oh, actually, I brought an
And
IOU.
then went to help with even helped
ma'am,
you
ma'am.
No,
He's not annoying me.
no, this is before you showed up. It's the whole reason why him and
Good to
Eugene
know at least one of
grounded.
Asmodeus' crew is sensible.
Oh, fuck.
no.
Actually, she worked for Nurgle,
Someone has to be their mother.
so I think that makes sense.
Nurgle. So, and Nurgle works for Asmodeus, I think, right?
I have a bit of a weakness for following authority.
I'm just a friend.
Kinda, it's a big complicated situation. I spoke to one of the judge and botches about it once.
You know,
Do you want the true answer or?
Basically, they're going to fight at some point, and there's going to be a war, and they're going to fight. So they're kind of two separate armies, but they're family. It's a big cool. Like, basically, the apocalypse is going to happen essentially. Supposedly in a couple weeks.
This is straight out of one of my books. Ugh.
God no.
But yeah,
I didn't like one of those places
Burned down so fast.
apocalypse is going to happen.
There.
Osmondeus' crew is going to fight with Nurgle's crew. They're going to fight
Actually,
apocalypse,
go kill
end of the
everyone
world
here.
stuff.
okay.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, they better not bring the apocalypse here.
Yeah,
That's
Then they're gonna have a real problem.
it's going to be everywhere apparently.
Gonna die.
Like it's going to be.
In his home, right?
Although I mean,
right? And overnight here. So what if, due to my noble position,
Oh no.
I give him a part?
I was gonna win
did
the
you
race, but
consent
I got sent
with
back to
fighting
the
with him?
Nope, he didn't hit me though, so he's fine.
Work for a royal family.
You can't fight people that you don't consent with.
Ready?
Sorry, Jin, I'm not trying to start any wars.
I was gonna windmill him.
Oh.
Alright, what are you gonna
No
do
one
now?
has survived.
She just took my knife.
Eugene, are you picking a fight with someone right now when you're being grounded?
No, you wouldn't do that. There's nobody in the
I'm
winery.
picking a fight. Where I'm giving a
We're not fighting?
hypothetical. He said he's the god. He's that I said the whole
I
place
didn't
would burn
say
down
that.
if he was the captain of the guard here, and he said no, it wouldn't. And so I said, how would he stop me if I went around and started killing people?
Just to make sure you know he's not actually captain of guard, correct?
Oh, I'm friends with him. I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I thought he'd kill you.
Oh, here, take this dagger.
You have so much potential.
He's grounded.
Why?
He might get in trouble for taking it.
Yeah,
Tricking people.
yeah.
Fine, just look at it. That's really well made.
Someday I'll get a really big one.
Okay.
It'll happen.
Take it with your
someday.
hand and look at it. I promise it'll be the best thing you ever do.
This is a trick.
I conjured.
I know you're playing me.
Is it though?
But I'm gonna fall for it anyway.
You know, I think I know someone who could whip him into shape. It's
Do you have anything to
one of
protect
the-
your mind?
One of the house servants of House
Good night,
Farm.
dear friends. It's imbued with my magic
the
sleep.
larger kingdom from one of the larger towns.
You'll touch it and look at it and
north from where I
pass
live.
out.
Big city known as Austin, right? Her name's Grelod,
You're welcome.
right?
He's been dealt with.
Grelod is
How long does that last?
horrible woman, crotchety old lady. Whips any of the young
How strong is
kids
his
into
mind?
shape. I mean, if he's gonna act like a child.
Hard to say.
And you're speaking to someone who's a legitimate mother.
Give it like 3 minutes. He'll be
Well,
back.
I mean, so is she.
Okay.
Eugene!
He's dead.
What
I
have you
killed him.
done? What did you do to him?
He didn't kill. He didn't kill him. He made him go to sleep.
You feel something pulling you.
And it was with his consent as well, so he consented to it.
To go for.
Estate, the housemaids.
I'm gonna put the box on him.
Look at you, Bill. They'll fucking love you there.
Oh, great.
We were whispering, you didn't hear shit.
But you remove the box.
Huh.
Hi, Amara.
Box. Is he truly dead?
What do you mean you hear everything?
No,
You don't
he's
hear
not
shit.
dead. He's asleep.
Everything.
You wanna help me with
I was
something?
whispering.
Shame. Sure. What do you know?
Alright, come on. Come with me.
What
I
do you
was
mean,
going to
Shane?
make sure his
Good luck
body
with your
decayed.
grounding, Jim. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Let's see what it is.
I needed that.
Okay.
Life must always take a new form.
Amara, where'd
I
Eugene
guess
go?
technically I could. He passed. Emma, did you seriously just put the box on?
No. No,
Yes,
you
he
didn't.
did.
Eugene! Eugene!
Last time the mimic did this, it sent Jin to a. I don't know where, but he came back covered in blood.
Pulls you out?
Oh, you may have not killed him, but I think he's dead now at least. I don't know how you survived a giant box.
I think he was just inside the box.
No, he was in
You
the
okay,
box,
buddy?
And then apparently, whenever I take the box away, it goes into like a hell dimension that I didn't know about.
Are you hearing this? This guy just tried to put my friend in the hell dimension. Are you gonna do anything about that?
Isn't
I put,
he
like,
one
my
of
potions
his-
in
I just saved-
there,
I
and I thought it was cool because the potions didn't get affected, but I guess it
One of whose?
does living things differently.
Do you want me to
Are the
arrest the
characters
mimic?
Eugene still passed out.
3 minutes, he said. So I'm gonna sit here for 3 minutes.
Well, Amara's gonna move him, that's why I'm asking if he's passed out. Okay.
Do you want me to arrest the mimic for putting the box on him?
Were you intending to take the box to the dimension, or were you just putting the box?
No, I just thought it'd be funny if he was in the box.
Oh, you trickster. You trickster, Mimic Man, you.
Very reasonable. That's technically
He's doing a
not
prank.
problem,
We get-
so you don't need to.
We get,
Okay.
Pick up
you know.
Eugene.
Even though it's
Just
not a
kinda like
problem,
look
if
over
you
her
want me
shoulder.
to arrest him, I will.
It's only if he's gonna send them to the dimension is a problem, and I would actually care.
Okay.
You're taking him to the winery. Come on, Jin.
Okay.
Try not to cause any trouble.
Captain Kai says he's gonna get some business up in Aether. Until then, Damien's in charge.
Everyone, I am going to Aether for a personal business trip. Alwyn, Damien, you two are in charge until I get back.
Well, I guess that's that message.
Are you well today?
You got the message? Alright. Where is Damien actually?
Well, guys, today's finally the day. I'm sparring red.
You're what?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sparring red. You know, the red from the mercenary.
Oh, Apple Guy, yeah.
Apple guy.
Yeah, ask him about his apple magic. I'm gonna move over here because some of those arrows are moving. Yeah, ask him about it.
Oh, that's cool. I never knew about that. Oh, sure. Hey, Dahlia.
Yeah.
Well, I think a spar I'm about to have with Red is really gonna, well, maybe release some tensions between the guard and the mercenaries. At least that's what I'm hoping. Just a good, friendly old spar. Nothing goes wrong.
Please do not say that. Something will go wrong.
As Kai would say, knock, knock, knock.
Well, Red's a nice guy. We wouldn't do anything.
Red is actually pretty nice. It's some of the others in the mercenaries that are sometimes the trouble.
I'm ready whenever you are, Red.
How's your day? I'm not Otis. I just Eric wanted to watch and he was getting a drink. So I just wanted to respect his time.
It's fine, I'll heal him.
Yeah. Taking too long. Don't shoot at us. How about if I just shoot you in the head? How about that?
Whoa, let's not shoot Wayne in the head. That sounds like a bad idea.
There he goes. Now I can shoot him. No. I think we had enough training for one day.
Yeah. The two shoulders and the arrow and the leg.
Whenever an arrow hits near you, if the arrow goes wrong, make sure you block. Always maintain your focus on where the arrow is.
You don't look like a beast killer. Strange look. You shave?
Do we have an issue? But I didn't want the other side.
Actually, I'm gonna go talk to Dollar.
Shoot a few arrows.
Or just...
That's fine.
So. Hey.
Hey?
Hello?
Are you all ready? You grab your snacks and all that?
Are you ready?
Probably.
Remember everything I taught you?
Hopefully. But I also do have very bad memory.
You'll do fine, Apple Mage.
I am an apple mage. I forgot about that. That's my magic. It's apple. I totally forgot.
It's somewhat of a joke. It's somewhat a joke.
I don't know what magic is. Somebody explain this to me. All right, I'm ready.
I really wish I could do my right now, but
I know.
Ready.
I tossed an apple to him once, and he said that his magic, apple magic worked. So it's kind of been a bit of a joke.
Did that go through it all?
See, when I try to stick a sword in it, it ate the sword.
Okay, trust me. Trust me, I guess. Looks like it's
The mercenary company.
You also smell like beast killer. What's your name?
Come on, Red, keep him on his toes.
Can you speak, Barrel?
Good name. Sounds like Sir Your parents make you good.
When can you actually turn into
Come on, break that rock.
Learn from the best.
He's trying to sweep your legs.
I'm the only hunter in the
It's the best fight you will ever see.
Come on, manipulate the blade. Get it in there. I can't believe sacrifice a day close to winter's end and spring's begin. The first comes are always the most fruitful.
Remember that left arm advantage we talked about?
Dolia!
When they first go in, but so
yes.
much less work needs to
Hold on, medallion.
first get out. They're desperate for the can't miss what's
Good job.
I was told I should talk to you at some point. Think get acquainted, but aren't we already acquainted?
Bullshit about friendship, Otis.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I do it for a reason. And what is your friendship gonna do when one of your friends die?
Fucking.
Using those tactics, Fred.
Hey, God, that's a bit harsh. It's valid, but.
He's throwing a shield at you. I do it. Throws the shield back. There we go, Red. That's why you're element, not his.
Red seems popular.
Rah, system bomb.
Yeah, he tends to be friends
Go
with a
get
lot of
him.
people.
about 30 pounds of each meat.
In it? Oh, what the fuck? You know what I find mildly funny?
All you preach is bullshit friendship.
Red versus
You
blue.
send your men out to die under the pretense that friendship will save them?
I suppose. Red and gray versus blue and pink, and also yellow.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Contrasts quite a bit.
You can see me. Okay.
Why wouldn't we be able to see you?
Yes, why wouldn't we be able to see you? You're quite visible.
Oh, now we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he can, even when I'm hiding.
We have a bunch of weapons over here.
Who's running out into that warfield?
Right.
Who's looking at trebuchet sent at them full force? That friendship is gonna save them.
Oh, what is that stance?
You just left.
Oh, well, you were having a conversation, and then...
What?
And then, well, I went and gave Ray a hug. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I gave Ray a hug, because today's been going really well, so I took one for the team.
Nice.
He was sad earlier.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Oh. Kiara, this is Tris. Tris, this is Kiara.
Hello, nice to meet you.
This is girlfriend number 3. Yeah. Yeah, this is prospect number 4.
We're doing it a bit.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be going for drinks if that's okay later and
Oh, yeah.
talking.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I
Kira.
think you're cute.
I am.
See,
Like,
there
what-
you go.
Like, I'm not
Mind
cute.
helping you with a matter
Like,
involving a mana parasite.
wait, what?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, it's in the dungeon.
Oh, You wanna go? Wait.
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you
this
need
doesn't
someone
sound
with the
safe,
guard
so-
to help, or?
If you're coming, come along.
I'm only taking a look at it,
Once you parry, use that opportunity, huh?
but it seems to be very concerning.
Do they make cowboy?
Well, I asked for one person, I managed to get 3 people to come with.
Yeah, it's for a doll.
Oh, well, that's just wonderful. Follow me.
Oh shit, where did that go?
Alright, yeah, you're in.
Sorry, I'm walking a little bit quick.
Well, I mean, the sound of mana parasites sort of sounds like it's a urgent kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay, then maybe we should run.
Maybe.
I'm coming. Hero, please, we don't need a hero. Please, we don't need a hero. Please, we don't need a hero. Okay, good. Right, okay. Are you
We
feeling
got
okay?
2 more.
Oh no, are they... For fuck's sake, all of the fucks.
Where's your
Forsaken
assist?
all.
Pause. That guy's a merchant? I don't think I'm should be out here.
Ah, alright.
Okay, you're the one that came and got us, so you might have to... Okay.
No, I...
We will
do
better than the rest.
He got...
Got me.
Fill us in on the details.
I meant to get Kira.
Alright.
Hope you can fight. You, I think, yes?
There is...
I can fight.
So, we're not covered by the... We're not covered by the crystal here.
One time.
I know.
There is the honest threat of damage to your bodies.
Yep.
Right.
That's fine.
Alright.
This is no place for merchants.
Here's hoping they die.
Right.
Here, hold on.
Alright, they can do whatever they like.
look like to be adventurers, heroes even.
I'm a craftsman.
Alright. Let's go.
If they want to be stupid, they can be stupid, but I'm not protecting them. They've been warned.
I think, see, normally I wouldn't be interested in anyone in the town guard, but you're the smarter one. Let's do this.
Well, I asked. Well,
I'm fine.
Hey.
I know.
I have
this
all
thing
day.
A little bit faster.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, follow me.
Run,
Don't stop.
run.
We're
Medical emergency. I mean,
Splash, 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 splash.
One, two, three, four. Wow, look at him. Hold up. Wait. Are we gonna wait for the adventurers, or are we just going in? I don't want them to get lost out here.
let's go.
They've
this
been
is where
warned.
we have a
Okay.
differing opinion. They have been.
Okay.
Honestly, if anything eats its face.
Hey, wait up. Slow down. I don't want anyone hurt here. Okay. So there's 2 things.
Just don't mind the peepees everywhere.
I heard. Well,
There's people here.
Here, I know where one is located.
Here, follow me.
Hey, this looks oddly familiar, doesn't it? I feel you.
Quickly, I hear. I hear a hero. Let's go.
Do your check. I don't want to go down there. I see green. I'm fucking terrified. See what I'm seeing, right?
Yes.
I see a yellow mist.
Are we following you, or are you doing it by yourself?
No, don't follow. I can check it if you want.
Good if you can. Just trying to think of how to approach this.
And then there's one other thing really quick I'd like to show you.
Well, there's the adventurers.
If it's organic.
Or the merchants.
Do not.
Well, it's not affecting me.
Not coming here. Okay. The only thing not coming here.
What's going on in here?
You don't want. Well, there might be something that could be sapping away in here, and I don't want you to get the other side. You kill magic.
Right.
users.
Ooh, well, I don't. Well, okay. All right. We'll
other
look
thing
around
is,
elsewhere.
other thing is, I've explored this. There is a chest that way. It's full of gold.
Chest.
I grabbed the gold.
Any idea where he can get
what about the gold?
on his hand?
Just do not grab the gold.
And you.
The gold in the chest down
Good
there.
gold.
Do not grab it.
Noted.
Okay.
All right.
Please.
I see that you've been keeping up with your training.
All right.
Oi!
So. Right.
Okay. They're gonna do this.
That way, well, there's a chest that way that apparently has crystals.
I'm not doing that. You know what? Do you want to investigate the gold with me? Because I'm not sure about this one.
They seem to like the type that if you told them that do not touch the gold, they're going to touch the gold.
Oh, I feel like. So, would you like to help me guard it really quick?
Yes. I'd be willing to help.
Don't let anyone go that direction.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of like mitigate because I want to see what they're doing. So I'm gonna go walk in there. Hope I don't die. And then yeah, I'll be back. Okay.
Yep, I'll guard over here. Everything okay?
Oh god.
Yeah, no, I just didn't
Yeah.
get in there.
It was a dead
So
end.
it's not affecting me.
Yeah, I was breathing something. I'm fine.
Okay, well.
Though I'm starting to get a little skeptical because he was talking about a pile of gold, but first they were talking about a mana leech.
With a chest full of gold right next to it would make sense. They're wanting to find mana, right? Just so happens that yes, well they could stay down here. Some of them get adventurous. They came up top.
Alright. I thought someone was getting sucked on. I was wrong. You know, in hindsight, that wording was perfect.
Interesting.
Kiara, what's going on?
we need to check it.
Should I go? I can't really help from here. I just need to show you where it is.
Is there a DM that's handling this, or? Okay.
I called the DM.
We tried to call a DM. No one responded with us when we were down here.
No,
Hang on, I'll
I thought there was one already here.
Let me meditate really quick.
We called the DM. I was mostly going off of the green smoke down there and realizing that you had green smoke. So I was like, if it's the same thing that you're spouting, that's probably not very healthy.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about what's going on with this mana leech.
Who are you, by the way? I don't think I've seen you around.
My name is Letty. I'm part of the mercenary guild.
Ah, okay.
But I'm not really acting. I'm not working for them. This is more just a side gig I was doing and found this.
Right.
I am myself,
so
by the way.
you were down here for a side gig and you came across a chest with a leech on it.
I don't know if it was a leech. I just found a chest full of gold. And going off of that, I saw that the only one that I saw was made out of a gold piece.
Oh,
I just didn't want to touch it.
So why did
You want to
say
know something
mana
funny
leech?
about this chest?
What?
Oh,
Someone
because
said
there's
mana
a
leech.
there's a someone got infected with a mana parasite of some kind.
All right. Oh, I thought we were coming down here for them. All right.
Yes, I thought there was.
All right.
For information.
Okay, so a little bit misunderstanding. That happens. But this chest is currently unavailable for identifying, so...
Yes.
Makes sense. Alright. Well, judging by then, my wrong call. Apologies, everyone.
That's alright. We all make mistakes. We can return, I think, and probably see who got infected by this.
Yes,
parasite?
I'll speak more about this with the doctor. Seems we kind of jumped the gun on this one.
I see.
I was just going off of what I thought. Sorry about that.
It is fine.
That's okay. Let's check the doctor, so maybe we can...
He probably has more information on this day of us.
Grimmy?
Oh. Really? All right.
Everything alright?
Yeah, I was just looking around to see if anything interesting was over here.
Well, there is a crystal.
Yes.
We can probably take it sometime in the future.
Yeah. I think we should come back here and check out the chest and maybe grab some of the crystal, but my experience, good old wrenchy and crystals don't work well together. I need to get a stone hammer.
Well,
Yeah, right.
let's go. Well, I will go back and check on doctor to see what this about this parasite, mana leech, and things like that.
Alright, let's head back. You know, honestly, first date in a dungeon, I think this is going pretty well.
I mean...
Yeah. Oh, what is this?
A lot more crystals.
In some runes of some kind?
Oh, I see.
And apparently some big statues.
Yeah. Well, they seem familiar. All right. This place is too. We need to. There's a lot of different crystals: red, green,
Right.
blue.
And they sort of, I mean, they're not like refined like the crystal inside you, but they're Yep,
Yeah,
they're crystals.
They're rough.
Yeah. I think maybe getting some proper supplies and coming back down to check out the chest and the crystals might be a good idea.
Yes, we need something to do with it. It's actually really interesting that
Right.
there is a chest just randomly standing in
Whoa.
the cave with crystals and mushroom.
Are they?
What's happening?
I don't know. Be careful. Oh great, it's the fucking hero.
Alright, wait, hang on, I gotta get down there. Garth, you are actually stuck inside of the mage.
Did it just... Oh no! Alright.
What?
That's a new one.
He's gonna hold him.
I...
And he's gonna hold you. Towards him. Alright, I think we about have enough time. Rock! Now, it's time to destroy this body. He's taken your man hostage.
So,
right
now
he's gonna self-destruct this construct body now.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a soulmate. Or this is just a construct.
Garth,
Oh my god.
with the help of your friendly hero, he pulls you out, and you deftly dodge out of the way.
Next time we fight, I'll be a bit more
Um,
flashy, but you know.
No, I
had
get
to
it
wait a
now.
bit.
You're still connected as this
So,
construct implodes.
what seems to be going on?
We will see each other again next time.
you remember Mothman?
That's going on right now.
Yeah, I do remember.
That's his,
Yeah,
that's
that fucking made him.
Oh.
He exploded. That man is dead as hell.
Garth, you made it safely. Body exploded.
Oh.
Body exploded. He self-destructed the construct body.
Right. You're gonna be okay. Right. Come on. What is it?
For the rest of you, you see almost remnants of the construct
Your
begin
whip's
to
out.
fade
Okay.
away.
We'll get you some help for your whips.
Hey, that's weird.
Right. Oh, fuck that guy. Okay.
What the hell happened?
For Enzo and the night here, you will need medical treatment. Most of your body fucking hurts.
Oh my.
Alright, who let
For you,
who let the
Enzo,
hero come down here?
straight through your shoulder.
There you go.
But...
He kind of just came down on his own.
Yeah.
Some medical treatment, and we'll help you until you can get to a medic.
We lost him and he found his way here still anyway.
Potions, rolling for effectiveness. Enzo,
I'm
17.
not surprised.
That'll get most of what you needed.
Why do you sound like that?
Incog. With a 10, it'll do for now, but you'll need treatment for any lasting injury.
How's my?
I forgot I had this table now.
Got burnt.
Oh, let's go.
I'd say with an 8, it's slightly seared, but
Here, take the
you
bottle
can
back.
manage with a couple of wraps. If you find it.
Yeah, it's not.
I can use it again.
Some
Someone
sanitizer will
got pissed
also
when I
be
threw it and it
some
smashed
for you.
last time, so.
Possibly, I don't know.
No, that's no... Yeah, I keep my bottles.
Or
They
some sort of
shouldn't. They're
healing
expensive.
balm. Yes.
Glass is not cheap.
I
You
think
would
we're
take out a
not
mana
needed.
potion and take a sip.
Yeah.
Just
I was gonna see if I can grab the god.
Ow.
I
Do I
fucking
do that?
Tris,
You did good.
if you
Yeah.
can,
Tide you over
and
for
if you
now.
somehow see Damien before me, tell him that
Healing reagent.
I'm hurt and I'm gonna go get treatment.
Radio.
DM?
Perhaps those around you or those of in town can help.
Yeah, he grabbed me too. I was, my foot was in him.
All right.
I feel you.
Come on.
DM?
All right, let's get you up. Come on.
Present.
I'm leaving.
my group here would like to take a closer look at the chest and some crystals down there. Would we be able to do that, or should we come back later?
Absolutely. Oh, you can.
All right. You know what? On second thought, let's head back there.
Okay.
I feel like we're leaving something behind.
I will let you know who this guy is later after roleplay.
Yeah.
With the dungeon clear to the rest of you, you make your way through pretty easily.
Aren't we going the wrong way?
No,
we're... The tracks here.
You hear the drips of water through the caverns as you continue your way. The crystals shimmering when you pass by.
Yeah, I saw this thing and, you know, I heard about this. It would make sense, right? If somebody were to get the parasite, it would be near mana, wouldn't it?
Yes. So the person with the mana parasite was near the chest earlier.
No, I came down.
You're not a healer, right?
Hearing about most everything. I'm putting. It's more like deductive reasoning.
Right.
Upon this mystical river, you can sense boiling water through this stream.
As in, I don't want
the heat and humidity starting to get to you.
All right. Take a look. See it. Is it?
All
that's right.
Sit down.
Would be better.
Oh, you're carrying me. Okay.
Have you take a seat.
Do you think these are healing mushrooms?
Don't eat anything in this cave.
Don't eat those.
Don't.
Yeah, he needs his like ribs are like hella fucked.
Oh my god.
Drink
They're actually
this.
eating things over there. Right. Okay.
And you might want to be careful. My spores have been in this place as well.
You can tell that it's pretty well made.
Fruity.
Whoever Smith constructed it did not want you to get through it.
What happened to me?
This
Roll
is
for-
actually
hold
some
up,
pretty fine ironwork.
DM.
I don't think anyone from town did
DM present,
this.
right?
He needs a. He just drank a mana potion. The person on the floor.
Rolling.
I swear to God, I'm gonna start throwing
Squire,
some chaos
that
magic
mana
arrows to
potion
piss
does
him off.
wonders for you. With a 19, you begin to refill your energy.
What's the lock look like?
But what about my ribs?
Can you guys see that?
Oh, your ribs. Well, that's another story, friend.
Well, so the iron.
As you move in excitement and you reach your arms in the air, with a 4, you can hear the crunch within your chest.
Yeah,
As
that's
you
gonna
can
take
feel
a
one of
pretty
your ribs
advanced
almost
road.
pierce your lung.
Oh, you're getting carried
Gil,
too.
no more moving.
Ah.
We're staying right
Oh.
there until we're done with the quest.
Grab.
DM present.
As a matter of fact,
I think
The rest of you are carried over.
Road to pick the lock. I mean, we could try to.
What are your
I will
classes,
try
each of you?
to
I'm
identify mage.
I'm a ranger class, but you know, rogue, assassination, snappy snappy.
Okay.
Kiara?
Mage.
Mage.
Taker, who's just unlocking her chaos affinity.
Nice.
And only chaos. Cause. Right, okay, anyways, alright.
For most of you, this is pretty elaborate. There are multiple levels that you can tell. Mage, Kiara, I would say you can tell that there is a protection spell cast upon this chest. Intricate. Someone had a mage help them. You can notice a slight barrier.
Protection magics.
One
On
moment.
this chest.
I said the wrong thing. I said mana. I meant health potion. I said mana health. I said the wrong word.
What's that sending still?
Swear to God, I'm just gonna
Any
like,
Red
start
Wall guard that are
funneling
in
chaos
the
manages
building, I
straight
would
at
like
them.
you to get bandages and
The
what
last time I
few
did
health
that, my
potions
pinky
that we
turned
have. There's a
into
few
a
people coming from the swamps.
carrot-shaped grasshopper named Jimmy, who basically was my conscience.
Damon's in the building. Roger.
Was gonna give me the secret to world peace, but then it disappeared. I was sad.
I'll be on my way over.
This actually happened. The only reason why I did it was because earlier when I tried the same thing, I got chocolate marshmallows to fall from the sky.
All right, you all.
Right. Oh, we were talking about
Rogue,
chocolate.
you'd be able to tell that from this, unlocking this will take a little bit from each of you. It'll take a combined effort. So, who's starting off?
Yes.
There are multiple levels to this chest.
Cooperate.
What are you sensing? Are you
I
getting
can
anything
start.
off of it?
Yes, there is protection magics over it. I can try to
Right.
weasel in, but
Yeah, I don't want to turn it into a rabbit, so I think you should, yeah. So that would be pretty
All
fun.
right, Paige.
I will try.
You begin to start your enchantments. Rolling. With advantage. You can see the sigils marked upon the chest. To the rest of you, it's just a normal chest. But for you, Kiara, you can see them lining all across the outside. With a 14, you notice there's also a protection to knock you back into the boiling water if done incorrectly. And as you can
please,
tell...
make step back.
Alright.
Across the side, you notice there's a loophole. The mage who probably constructed this has a side entry for you. And with a 16, you know how to dispel it. The magical lock begins to give way as you infuse your own magic into it. And you see the protection dissipate.
Alright, done.
Okay.
So that's the
No.
first part of it.
Oh. Yeah, let me,
It's still locked.
Well,
right.
we have something
I can
for that.
see if there's any kind of, like, contraption. Oh?
Pulls out her lockpick unlocking set.
Whoa, 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 stop.
Tinkerer, you were right
Should
to
I
outstretch
take
a
a
hand.
look? Should I
With a
take a look
17,
to
you
see?
know there are traps around this chest barring you from actually going to open it first.
Alright, simmer down now. Slow down.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a closer look because if they have like any kind of springs or like gears or cogs or wires, I get to feel special. So, hang on.
You're right. I did not think about that.
It doesn't take you long to notice, yes, there are tiny threads surrounding this chest and intricate cogs on the sides. You notice as you begin to pry. With a 7, you feel a pull as you hear a snapping sound. What do you do in this moment?
I am not gonna move any further. Kiara, can you look under the lid in the crack and tell me what you see?
Of course.
Thank you. Don't get nervous.
As you hold the small cog piece that's stuck in place there, you feel like you were correct in your assumption. With a 16, Kiara, you go to look under, and there's a small switch, more like a lever. And with that,
what did you just do?
As they go to flick it, the cogwheel spins in your grip, and then goes back into place.
Alright. Cool. That
And
was
as far as you
unpleasant.
know, a horrible fate avoided.
Alright. Can I tell if it reset or released?
For you, I would say it was reset. Everything went back to... It was
Right.
close. Everything went back.
Alright.
You can now notice tiny holes in the floor around you meant for spikes.
Oh.
if we go past them?
Well, that would have been a really shitty first date.
Probably not a good idea.
Alright, okay.
For you, Rogue, you feel like all obstacles are out of your way. You see in a very non-suspicious keyhole.
Would I know that if she went at it, it would get that the spikes could get set off, or does it look like the spikes would not get set off?
You feel like they were going to. Yep.
But they're not anymore?
Not anymore.
Okay, cool, fantastic.
Is it now disarmed fully now?
Maybe. Pretty sure on the maybe side. Okay, do you see the 3 holes right around here?
Yes.
Don't stand over them.
Okay, understood. I will kind of do this from a little bit of a distance.
Alright, yeah. Or at least your crunchy bits. The soft bits, they can heal.
Alright there, Evie. With most of the defenses out of the way, all that's left is the lock. Rolling, with advantage.
Why is that?
You take your time with your lock picking, and you've done this before. With a 16, everything starts to move swell. Until you feel resistance.
Do you know anything about this mana parasite?
You feel your lockpick freeze in place. And as if to try to go back to undo what you've done, you also can't go back from where you're from.
Kill it however it needs to be killed.
You feel as if your lockpick at the moment is stuck. This isn't good. It might snap if given the opportunity.
True.
For you, you move your deft fingers, you try to pry. You wait, patiently, because with a natural 20, the lock is undone.
Well, that was scary for a second.
I didn't doubt you for more than one moment.
Okay. Opens it up.
And with this, the chest opens. Inside, you notice coins of all shapes and sizes, really. These could be foreign as well. Dwarven, goblin, even giant. Some coins as big as your hand. You see
Just
jewels,
coins.
small quantity.
Oh.
You see they're finely cut. Perhaps you could sell them at the markets or someone in town who wants them enchanted. You see an ornate dagger,
Do you think there's any cereal in
a
there?
crossbow,
I don't think so, I don't think so.
and one goblet with strange runes. And it's made of stone. For you
I want to see
adventurers. Yes.
What goblet is. Basically
The
identified.
goblet. Okay, rolling. For you, this might be a natural affinity here. With a 19, this is a dwarven goblet of ever filling. You feel like whatever you place into it, it'll
This is
refill
Kai.
just
I'm
as
making my
nice.
way back.
Like cereal.
Oh.
Wait, how can you hear the ideas in my head?
No, he's
That's so
thinking about
weird.
cereal.
Someone clearly wanted this safe.
That's actually quite rare, I think.
Waiting.
Is that cursed?
I hold the goblet in my hand. No?
At the moment, Mage, you're not sure.
No, it's not.
Alright, cool. So,
Then why did it
well,
have so much protection?
Probably for this, or maybe something beneath.
Thank you, Goth.
Please never say that word again.
I'm gonna take my
Oh,
wrench
it's,
out and start
goblet
dismantling the
never
cogs
No,
to take with me.
the verb that you used.
All right.
Oh, interesting.
You
It
mean
can
an
feel
adjective?
anything that is put inside.
I don't know.
An adjective.
Easily enough for you, Sizzle. With a 12, you dismantle over time the many pieces that went into this construction.
Verb is an action.
And for you, Silence, go ahead.
I remember now.
This goblet is filling anything you put inside it filling to the brim, right?
So far, nothing is currently in it. You could try with possibly any liquid around you.
Put a piece of gold to test it.
A piece of gold goes in, nothing seems to happen.
You jump on that, then over there, and then to the chest.
Theoretically, my boots would probably be okay.
You go to place a little bit of the boiling water, and it fills.
Huh.
As you pour it out, the hot water joins the rest.
Oh, they wasted it.
I see. Interesting.
For you, an interesting
And very
utility item.
Hey, anyone want
But
this
perhaps
crossbow?
the runes mean something.
No.
Can't discern them for now.
Definitely need
And
to
for
check
the
it.
rest of the chest, you don't see anything else of note, really. You look around, you scavenge. You're wondering how you're going to get all this back to town.
I will put it in my inventory.
That's actually really cool.
The goblet is stashed
Yeah,
away
where'd they-
seamlessly.
Oh. I picked up the crossbow by the way.
It's a pretty good-looking crossbow. This is not a masterwork per se, but you know it'll hold quite well.
Alright, I'll just put explosive bolts on it and wish on my luck.
Try and find a way over.
Later, I don't have those with me.
You notice it uses the same gears made for the chest. It has a similar construction to it.
Hold on, Goff.
Maybe it has a heavier pull.
Would I recognize the work?
Yes.
Hmm.
If I go around the side, do you think it'll be safe?
I'd say
I'm denizen
so far...
of the infinite. Okay.
I see. With an 8, you don't know this construction. You can ask around.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Alright. I mean, it's just a bunch of coins and stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, it's a dagger.
Let me look.
Picks up
Rogue,
the dagger
you do
and
see an
takes a look.
ornate dagger. It has a very intricate sheath to it. And as you pull it out, it's not made of iron or steel.
I think I'm loud enough to go that way.
You look at it carefully.
Anything of
Is
interest
that
in there?
copper, or maybe perhaps something
Get our
else?
hands on?
Not sure.
What color is the blade?
It looks strange.
Why are you
It's
jumping
a
over
slight
the boiling water?
yellowish gold.
Well, the more I've been carefully walking
Hmm.
around it.
But you know this isn't a gold material. You look at it. Doesn't look like the other gold in the chest.
Is there
It
any
shimmers
inscriptions on
in
it?
waves.
Right. Well,
On the blade itself, no. But on the sheath, it's in a different language you cannot discern.
I'll take this back
Oddly
with
enough,
me.
it appears to be in giant.
Alright.
Do you sense any magic on this?
Coming.
I will try.
Hello!
Mage, from the blade itself, you don't sense magic. Neither from the crossbow.
Okay, good.
Well, it's not
I know, I
cursed
just
at
definitely
least.
put that up. I was worried.
Was there any cereal in here?
No.
You don't need cereal.
I don't
We'll get you cereal elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
For you, Rogue, if you ever do get it transcribed from someone who knows giant, the sheath reads out sheep's bane. Oddly enough.
Right, so I'm just gonna take a collection of coins here.
Hero,
One
you
of-
notice a wealthy
Right.
haul here inside of the chest.
Alright, hey, hi, hello.
And also the adventuring party that opened it.
Right. So, what can I take?
And one giant coin.
Alright, merchant boy. Oh, by the way, he's a merchant, he's no hero.
I'm not a merchant. I've never sold anything.
He is a hero.
I'm sorry, are you saying my friend's a liar?
I don't know who told you I was a merchant, but I'm not calling anyone
we're saying.
a liar. I'm
This
not
is
a
glorious
merchant, though. I'm
Anyways.
an adventurer.
Gamma free from the Gilded Groups Accounts
I don't
Afghanistan.
even have a bag to sell things with.
Hey, I got a proposition for
That's
y'all.
sure a
There's
title.
a big, really angry, wizard guy out here. We defeated him, so at least let us get something from this, and then you guys take everything else.
Did you really
what can we
defeat the
acquire
wizard, or did the other Redwall guard that came in here?
Well, we
exploded, so
Garth pushed him away from everyone else right before he exploded.
Oh, the thing on the stairs.
Sign of this mana leech.
Oh.
No, there is no sign of mana parasite here. Just some treasures stuffed. Actually,
Oh, there goes my ride.
goblet would appear in her hand.
Our ride.
That's okay. You could just walk around.
Do you know this rune?
yeah, it's
It's a little bit of a trek.
And then you just
It's
go
pretty,
around
pretty,
that blue
pretty
rock,
easy
the
step around.
Blue rock.
Right, okay.
Right.
Crap. Alright, over there.
What do I see? I'm just.
Alright, I'm just
what's
gonna
left?
grab,
Here
like-
you see a bunch of copper, silver, and gold. Some of them of varying sizes. Some of them giant.
Open your bag.
When we're talking giant, are we...
Gold. You see some coins are just 2 times larger than the rest.
We'll take the big
Okay,
ones.
yeah, I would...
Some
I would,
of them.
like, try to grab, like, not... Well, I guess one of each kind of thing. For my coin
Absolutely.
collection.
You garner for your collection. You gain at least 5 different coins. Most of them foreign.
Nice.
I just open up my bag and
I'm
put
looking-
all the
I'm
gold
just
coins,
grabbing-
the normal gold coins that are in there.
I see.
I was just
what you
grabbing
would find
whatever
are
looked valuable
13
off of this
gold
side.
coins of varying sizes. For you, hero,
Never
mostly
looks-
copper
never looks like
and
I can-
silver.
Copper and silver, no gold at all.
As you come over here, they've collected most, if not all, the gold coins that were shimmering.
Right. I'll take whatever it looks like I can use to buy a sword.
Funny.
Handfuls
Wait, what was
of
wrong with the
mostly
training
copper.
Alright, just keep putting them in. Alright. We can get whatever. Okay, that should be a good
I
amount.
think you have enough for
convert
a
those.
makeshift longsword.
Yeah. We probably should
I think I
start
have enough for a
heading
makeshift
back.
longsword if it's the same price
Yeah.
as it is in Galistan.
We should make sure not to take everything from the chest.
We didn't. We just took. I think enough to get us by.
What if more adventurers come and they find it to be empty?
I
That would
agree.
be quite
Yeah,
disappointing.
let's go.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if it's
can you
like in
take me back over
Galistan,
the
the chests will
crystal?
just refill every like 30 days. Which is
Yes,
weird.
yes.
Why did they do that?
Weird.
Made you safely carry your team out.
Does that include me?
Across the side.
Oh, they come back for you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, just not the hero and his entourage. Fuck them.
Well, I feel like that.
Yeah. They can go
I
around
would
like they did
to,
originally.
We are.
Let's see if they roll for him. There's a part of me that wants to just send some chaos magic.
Left you mostly to your devices as the boiling water continues below.
Well, that's fine.
We're
We
gonna have
went
to
this
make
way
the,
anyway.
We're gonna have to make the jump. We're gonna have to make the jump a little bit right here. Oh, actually, I think I
We
can
can
squeeze
you
past.
hop,
right.
hop around this way. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, maybe if I just.
Oh, it's
I get.
I didn't know we invited the circus to come along with us.
As you begin to follow, you can feel the rocks below you begin to
Let's go. They will be
and
alright.
with an
Throw the
you
backpack.
step face first into the
Should
boiling
I,
water.
Oh, that might be your
Oh,
chance.
that's unfortunate. Let's leave.
Hero, you trudge through more than a sauna, as your boots are just almost on fire from the heat.
We're all right. All right. Let's.
I'm gonna defer to you as your town guard. Do we run or not?
They accepted the
I can
dangers.
come down later.
Dry yourself off.
Okay.
They can come back to.
We can come back later for crystals. Yeah.
Your face contorts even more.
This is
There's
Quetzal.
the ones who wanted to come along.
Quetzal.
With us, please.
We had a huge group of people rush into the swamp. Please advise.
Remy?
You didn't see them. They were coming from another map. It's just half of them were not invisible.
Sorry.
Never mind. I am
Yeah, just
drunk. Maybe.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
We can check them tomorrow.
Yeah. And we told them that they could risk injury. It's on them if. And there's nothing I can really do anyway. I'm not a healer.
For all of you adventurers, this was a nice haul. 10 minutes left in the day, you know.
Great. So, do we still need to go out for drinks, or do you still want to be a girlfriend now?
Yes?
Because this was pretty fun.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Girlfriend number 4. Welcome to the family.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes,
Known as Tris.
Yes, hi.
Alright.
We're gonna be heading
Oh my
back.
god.
Have a good day.
It was nice meeting you, Al.
DM. Hang on, DM. Is there a DM here still?
I think
Y'all are so fucking lucky. Go ahead. I wasn't gonna do anything to you.
I was
Damn
gonna
it.
rock at you if you did anything, and I have really good aim.
Yeah, I have really good chaos
Maybe
magic.
next time. I'm gonna hit you in the eye. You got 2 big targets.
Wait, would that mean that
Two
they would be an
girlfriends
enemy?
with me that would murder you. I would hope. Okay, good.
And I would cover it up.
You definitely would murder them.
Nice. I like you.
Look, I'm just saying, if there's
Interest.
bodies decay, go burr.
Yeah, basically. Wait, decaying well, I don't know. That's biological. I guess plants are biological.
14.
How did
you
just roll that?
Figment of your imagination.
How did you all get in there?
We went to or wind.
Yeah, don't worry about us.
Forming directly on your chest, and any magic you add is completely severe right now.
We saw nothing.
Your mana being drained by those 3
No, not at all.
I'm going to be
Okay,
mad if
we're
they're looking
gonna
for
run.
the mana parasite.
Yeah, or if they're looking for that one chest down there that everyone finds.
Oops.
Sorry. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
Yeah, it's so much cooler out here.
You know, at first it was like murky and sweaty and stuffy, but now after being in the cave, this is actually rather nice.
I was enjoying the moisture.
Enjoying the moisture. Okay.
Also, I can't believe the Tempest Knights drew that many peepees all over the place. Like, who just randomly goes into a dungeon and starts drawing birds everywhere?
Them apparently.
I don't know if I'm confused or not. I guess I sort of have, blocked that kind of stuff out of my head.
Well, someone drew a giant phallic thing on one of the top of the caves. I think he was a part of the High Administrator of the Mages Guild or something.
Oh my god. You think me
he
being
was
so
high off of
disrespectful of
paint.
my surroundings? Yeah.
I think he was drinking too much paint.
Hello, Kai.
Welcome back, Chris. Druid, I actually don't know your name yet.
How'd the scouting go? Question mark.
We were looking for the mana parasite and found nothing.
Do you have a name, by the way, Druid? I haven't asked it yet.
I am myself.
Myself. I'm Owen. Pleasure to meet you. Squad leader for the Red Bull Guard. This is Kai. I think you've probably met him before.
Yes,
I hope Remy is okay.
Is there any news about them?
Do you need healing?
See anyone else in this one?
No, it wasn't a date. It was a date, but it. Look, it's.
No, I
it's
didn't
like,
say date. I said how was your day? I said, do you need healing?
Oh.
Are you good?
Tris,
Yeah,
did you
dang.
mishear
Tris,
things?
Are you
thinking about something?
Tris, Tris, I know it's your first day back, and no, Tris, look, we know, we all find someone. We all find someone.
Yes, I suggest
If you
looking
need
that
to-
way.
yeah,
If you can.
yeah, if you- Tris,
We
if you-
got
if
you.
you-
We got
if
you.
you need-
We got
if you need
you.
point, we got you on this.
Can we get back to important matters?
Yes, hi, yes, you're good.
Paris, I talked with the doctors and informed me about it.
Nothing,
We're
nothing,
also
nothing.
going to be on the look for it. It seems to be, it comes from, it's not an actual parasite.
You're looking a little
it's come
flustered,
from
are you
sort of
okay?
poisonous
I misheard
ink
what he
that is
said.
coated on blades
That's
that
all.
Assassins use.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Shit.
Yep.
Alright, how many of you need the healer's gear? Who needs to be carried there?
They just need me. Don't let other healers near. Don't let magic near.
Is this just here? Does this happen like every day?
Yeah, at least with them.
Is there a
Oh my
reason
God.
why other healers can't?
Why are we swimming in pools of blood?
I
I
want to know what.
I just learned to stop asking that question, because otherwise I'd hit.
Honestly, I don't kink shame. Whatever. Hey, another day in paradise, everyone. Hi, hello.
You guys are good? You guys are good?
Yep.
Good, me, Jess, you good?
Honey,
Good?
I'm amazing. Thank you.
You are.
Well, indeed you are.
Prospect number 5. Actually, they were number 4. They never made it.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that.
I think they have it under control.
They said no magic near them, so apparently they need to stay away. Apparently.
Understood. Well, I'm gonna head back and empty my pockets, which are getting heavy already.
Yeah.
Healing potion would be wonderful for once she's done.
Give her space.
From what I understand, Ori, thank you. Ori is apparently a. I'm not
Alright.
entirely sure. She went on a mission and now she's like.
Ah, damn it. Ray wanted to talk. I wonder if he's still around or if he's left.
Well, it's kind of late. They might have left.
Yeah, it is pretty late.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah. There's also people that are like doing interplanar travel or something, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I think it's over.
It could be over. I don't know. I was hoping it was. Maybe I could squeeze something else in. Oh wow, there's like no one here.
Well, they started doing like a soft end kind of thing.
Oh, okay, good. Then I'm going to walk around and look for Curry. I'm gonna walk
This
around
is
and look
all
for
in
Rhea.
heading to the swamps of Austria.
Because he said he wanted to
I will
talk.
be somewhere in Redwall.
Okay.
Session's over, bro.
Hey, Splits. I'll find a place to rest. Probably under a bush somewhere, eating flowers.